Hello everyone, welcome back to Goals Galore and welcome back to the live stream on the channel today. It's the final day of the League One campaign. It's been an incredible campaign with so many ups and downs for every side in the league, and so far we've had 3 teams confirmed relegated, 1 more spot left to go today. Of course, we've only seen 1 side promoted and win the league, but the rest of course is all left to play for. Derby County and everything that can happen today is all going along the bottom before me. I think I've covered all bases. Hopefully everyone's having a fantastic day, and hopefully you all like the setup. We've got the live table. Hopefully it's big enough so you guys watching can see absolutely everything. It's quite hard to judge from the laptop. And then of course the scores on that side when they kick off, of course. So hopefully, fingers crossed, everything goes to plan. It's going to be an incredible day. We're starting quite early because we've got a lot to talk about. I can't quite see the chat a second, so let me quickly refresh it. Welcome everyone in. No, hopefully you all do enjoy this live stream. The final day. I'm really looking forward to it. So all the games this afternoon will kick off at 12:30. The lunchtime kickoff. Let me quickly fix the chat. Why is I can't see anything. All I can see is that there's 9 of you legends in here. Really do appreciate the support, guys. Really do. Let me know. Hey, we got a chat. We have got a chat. Let's go. That's awesome. Well, we haven't. I'm going to have to use my phone a second. Oh, we have. Finally. Yes. Right. What's everyone saying? Welcome in, Jembo. How you do? Hull City Lover. Honeygun's in here and Lurkon's in here. Absolute legends, all of you. All of you. Come on, Bolton, Lincoln, Carlisle and Exeter. Well, that's a lot of teams to follow. Hopefully everyone likes the screen. If someone can let me know if the scaling's alright with everything. If you're watching on your phone, it's all clear. And of course the microphone should be in. Did I set that up? I did. Right, there we go. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. We've got a lot to dive into. So, we're better to start than with, of course, focus of the day, League One. We're going to quickly load up the halftime screen to get all of the games up for you, and we can have a look at every side's season so far up to this point, the day it all comes down to. Let's go, bro. Cheers, Lurkon. Appreciate that, and hopefully everyone enjoys. Right, let's have a look then. Oh, the final day. Why is that? The webcam always messing about. Let's quickly change that. Is it going to work for me? Oh, we always have technical issues, don't we? We always have technical issues. Great. Well, that's a good start. That is a really good start. I do apologise, people. We are going to get underway any second. Any second. Come on. Please work. I have to unplug the camera a second, guys. Oh, why me? Why me? Trust webcam. Come on. There we go. There we go, people. Welcome in, absolute legends. Absolute legends. Right, we're back underway. We are back underway. So much to talk about. Let's go straight to League One, where it matters this afternoon. The final day of League Two as well, but of course we're focusing on League One. These are the fixtures for this afternoon, which will all kick off in 20 minutes time. So, Barnsley versus Northampton. Barnsley, as long as they win, they will be in the playoffs. But a lot of talking points about Barnsley because, of course, they did sack their manager after defeat to Blackpool last time. So really interesting. Quite interested to hear the Barnsley fans' view on that one, because, you know, 1 game left of the season. You're in 5th for what feels like the whole season. And now you're going to have someone new to take over for the playoffs. I don't actually know who is in charge this afternoon for Barnsley. If anyone does know, be sure to share. But that is huge because Barnsley, of course, they've not confirmed a playoff spot. They've got Lincoln in 6th trying to take their place, and then in 7th and 8th with Oxford and Blackpool. They do have winnable games today, so they definitely could leapfrog Barnsley. And you have to say, if Barnsley don't somehow finish in the playoffs, that would be a huge missed chance this afternoon in this season. It would be a waste of a season. As for Derby County, they host Carlisle United, and it is in their hands. To finish second, it is in their hands. All they need this afternoon at Pride Park is a draw, which will see them return to the Championship Not the first time with asking. Last season wasn't as good a season as this one's been. It does feel like Derby have been up there all season. Whenever I've looked at a League One table, but against Carlisle, who are already relegated, of course, at bottom of the league, but they could have a big say on what happens this afternoon. Exeter hosting Oxford. Exeter have been on a nice little run, and going into next season, you'd probably fancy them to push for playoffs next year. Well, I do anyway. Against Oxford, who of course, as we just mentioned, it was a 1-1 draw at home to Stevenage last time out. Oxford, they had a decent season up to this point, and it's starting to shake at the wrong time. Of course, there's a lot of quality players in that squad, but they need today to get a result and hope Barnsley or Lincoln slip up. They're on the same amount of points going into the game as Lincoln, but Lincoln have a better goal difference. I think it's 4 better than Oxford, so a bit of a goal swing needed. They are playing Exeter, a mid-table side, and Lincoln are playing Portsmouth, who are already champions. So will Portsmouth already be on the beach? They were last time out when they lost to Wigan. That one's going to be an interesting game as well. Fleetwood versus Burton Albion. Fleetwood have officially been relegated to League 2 for next season, while Burton Albion are fighting for their lives. Cheltenham just won't leave them alone, will they? Cheltenham need a win. Cambridge are in the relegation scrap today as well, going into the final day. But Burton Albion, of course, they've got a very winnable game against Fleetwood, who are already down. But Fleetwood can have a say in who comes down with them, 100% there. Lincoln versus Portsmouth, we just sort of covered it a little bit. But of course, Lincoln, it is in their hands to finish inside the playoffs, but against Portsmouth, who are already been promoted and as champions, but they did lose last time, and they already seem to be on the beach looking forward to next season. So Lincoln, I don't think it's as tough a game as some people are trying to make out, but it's not an easy fixture. No game today is going to be easy, because there's going to be players fighting for new contracts, getting the manager squads for next season, and ultimately trying to keep their place in the squad going into next year. So that's a huge game. Peterborough versus Bolton could have been massive, but of course with Derby having a few more points, now it does look like Peterborough and Bolton will have to settle for the playoffs. But Bolton have to win and hope Carlisle do them a favour and a 4-goal swing if Bolton want to make it into the top 2 and seal promotion away at Peterborough. Peterborough, of course, they won the Bristol Street Motors Trophy, and they have been confirmed now to finish in the playoffs in 4th place. Port Vale versus Cambridge is a massive game. Port Vale, of course, already relegated in 23rd place. Cambridge, all they need this afternoon is a point to confirm their safety in League One for another season under Gary Monk. It's a winnable game. It really is a winnable game, but Port Vale as well, just like Fleetwood, have a chance to drag a team down with them. Moving on to Reading versus Blackpool. Reading are safe in League One after all their issues off the field this season, and some occasions on the field with all the tennis balls, hosting Blackpool, who Blackpool have to win and hope 2 of Oxford, Barnsley and Lincoln is so much to remember. Hoping that 2 of them slip up this afternoon and Barnsley have to win to take advantage of that. Moving on to Shrewsbury Town versus Leyton Orient. That really is a nothing game, a game of beach ball. But of course, as we mentioned, teams will want to finish as high as possible, and you never know. Players in them sides could be fighting for contracts. Stevenage versus Cheltenham. Stevenage can no longer finish in the playoffs. They, of course, drew 1-1 to Oxford last Friday. As for Cheltenham, a win is needed. They have to win. It's a must-win away at the Lamex Stadium. Nothing else will do for them. Of course, they can catch up to Cambridge, but if they get a point at least away at Port Vale, they're out of the picture. And then the only team then is Burton Albion, and they've got a favourable fixture away to Fleetwood. So all the teams that need points are away from home. Let me just check that. We've got Cambridge, Burton Albion, Cheltenham. Yeah, all of them away. So no one's got the advantage really in this one. Of course, you would say Cambridge and Burton Albion, having been above the dotted line going into the game, do have slight advantage. But Cheltenham are not giving up without a fight. Then Wigan versus Bristol Rovers. Nothing riding on the game for either side, and same with Wycombe versus Charlton. Right, let's quickly have a look at the chat because I've waffled on there for a few moments. Let's see how everyone is. We'd love to see Cheltenham stay up. got a bit of a soft spot for them. Is it League 2 final day as well? It is, but that game, their games finish kick off at 3 o'clock. Look on. I don't know why it's finishing early in 2 divisions. I don't know either, mate. It's strange. I wish it was. I wish it was all on the same day. Wish it was all on the same day. But welcome in all of you legends. Really do appreciate the support on the stream as always. Right, let's get back to it. So we've quickly rounded up League One for a second. We will of course be touching on that a lot this afternoon, as we will keep up to date with all the scores. And I think it's the Derby game that is on Sky, so we'll probably be flicking through that one as well as looking at all the scores. League 2 final day at 3 o'clock. Now there's not too much riding on that if I'm correct, because they've already had the 3 teams promoted. I think it's just a playoff spot is all that's riding there, and I think the 2 sides, Forest Green Rovers and Sutton United, have already been relegated. We'll check on that in just a second. The semi-finals of the National League playoffs are today. Barnet, Solihull Moors. All right, okay, didn't know about that one. Very interesting, very interesting. Of course, we've got Rangers Celtic today. Scottish Cup semi-finals. Okay, 12:15. So, that's already kicked off. Wow. And in the Championship, a big day for that as well. And we'll be live later for Hull City versus versus Ipswich. Can't get that wrong. Hull versus Ipswich later on. And of course, if we cover up all the way to the top, we'll have the Premier League games. We have got West Ham hosting Liverpool as a lunchtime kickoff, so we're keeping up to date with that game. And we'll probably end the stream about 3 o'clock, just before these end up kicking off. Of course, Fulham versus Crystal Palace, Man United versus Burnley, Newcastle, Sheffield United, a big game for both sides, same as Wolves versus Luton. Later on, Everton, Brentford, and Villa, Chelsea, 8 o'clock game this evening. But we will be doing Hull versus Ipswich in the Championship, rounding up everything that has happened. So then, if we go on to the table, and search for League One, this is how close it is. Going into the final 90 minutes of everyone's season. So of course, there we go. That is how close it is. So Blackpool must win. They'll get to 76 points. Barnsley, I got a feeling they're going to slip up this afternoon. I do have a feeling. They've got 10 minutes until kickoff, people. So not long to go now. It's going to be very interesting. But Lincoln, of course, away to Portsmouth, probably the hardest fixture on paper going into it. Because Barnsley play Northampton at home. Lincoln are at home though. Oxford are away to not Stevenage. God, too much to remember. And Blackpool are away to Reading. So will they stay in the playoffs? Barnsley and Lincoln, I can see at least one of them slipping out. I do feel like Barnsley might slip out. I think Lincoln will get a point. That's 75 points. And see Oxford and Blackpool winning. So that's 77, 76. So on that logic, if Barnsley lost, Lincoln drew, Oxford and Blackpool won, the playoffs would be Oxford, Blackpool. It would. Wow. That is how close it is. Barnsley and Lincoln would drop out if neither side was able to win, and Oxford and Blackpool were. Wow. That is massive. At the bottom, as we can see, scroll down a little bit in case my camera's in the way. There we have it. So Fleetwood was 6 points off with 1 game to go. Of course, that's their fate sealed. Cambridge, all they need is a point because Cheltenham can only get to 47. And Cheltenham actually have a really good goal difference, better than Burton Albion's. And even if they do score 1 goal, it's then equal with Cambridge. And on goals scored, Cheltenham have scored more goals this season than Cambridge. So even if Cambridge lose, Burton draw, lose, whatever, and then Cheltenham win, Cheltenham stay up. And after that, then it would be Burton who drop into the relegation places if they lose. But if they draw as well, that's them 47. Cambridge to lose, them 47. Cheltenham 47. Can you imagine all 3 teams on 47 at the end? That would be wild. Right, let's get ready then. The chat is flowing like wild. Josh was in here, absolute legend. Thank you all so much for joining. Aaron's in here as well. Absolute legends, all of you. Right, let's get back to the final day of the season screen. Hoping everything is able to work. Of course, it's going to make me refresh my camera a second. Do apologise, guys, for the mug. This is the only problem with having so many things set up. It's the only problem, is that nothing ever wants to work for me. Are we gonna have it working? Go on, you know you want to work. Final day of League One. Come on. Any second. We never go a stream without any technical difficulties, do we? Gonna have to unplug it and replug it in. Come on, please. Yay! There we go. There we go, people. There we go. Right. So on the left hand side of your screen, we've got all the games, all the kickoff times. So hopefully, fingers crossed, if I've set this up well, as soon as a goal goes in, it should update on there. If not, we're gonna have a bit more technical issues, but it's gonna you know, add fun to the stream. And on the right hand side of your screens, of course, we have the table that also should be live updating. And if it doesn't, just let me know. And we'll be quick to fix that. But of course, along the bottom, we've got all the things that can happen. And I'm going to quickly see what time's final score on. What time is final score on? Because usually they do a really good show, where of course they get all the latest goal updates. I don't think it's starting though till later on. Let me just have a check, because that would be an easy way to keep up with it. No, it's not. Okay, cool. We'll probably put on then. I'll probably watch the Derby game because it's got not the most riding on it, but maybe we'll switch that on second half actually, because that's got a lot riding on it. We can switch between all the games though if I can find them, but of course we might have a bit of delay apart from the Derby game, as that one is on Sky. So thank you all very much for joining. Oh, absolute legends. If you do go on to enjoy the stream, make sure you drop a like and subscribe, completely free to do. And in the chat, let's have a look then at the poll, the live poll. So I asked the question, will Barnsley and Lincoln end the day in the playoffs? 78% of people have gone with yes, or the other 22 have gone with no. And if you said no, make sure you do let us know in the chat. Who do you think will replace Barnsley or Lincoln in the playoffs? Of course, to say no, all you have to do is have one of them teams not to finish in there as well. So smash that like button and subscribe. We need a miracle. If not, it's playoffs, says Joshua. Up the Carlisle. Nice one. Absolute legends, all of you. Absolute legends. Right. In the chat as well, if you're talking about your team, there's so many of you, just let me know the team you support as well, because otherwise I'm going to get so confused throughout the afternoon. We'll be talking about everyone. So let's quickly go to Derby Carlisle to see how busy Pride Park is. Let's have a look then. How busy is it there? You'd expect a sellout, surely. Surely a sellout there. We've got 6 minutes until kickoff in the 12:30 kickoff. Yeah, it's the final day of League One. The seasons have come down to this. I was going to have a look at the form buck on going into the games, but I think we'll have a look at half time at that then. The form of the teams, which of course be very interesting. Right, are we going to get a game underway? Are we going to get a game underway? Absolute legends, all of you for joining. Do let us know in the chat who is going to, of course, finish in the playoffs. Are Derby going to wrap up second place? Or Bolton going to put a spanner in the works? And can Cheltenham survive relegation? They go into the day 21st. Is it 21st? Yeah, it is 21st, isn't it? Yeah, 21st. Second, third, fourth. Yeah, 21st. I woke up an hour ago, people. Bear with me. I want Blackpool to get playoffs and Lincoln. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. So that probably happened for Lincoln to get, that'd be 5th, and then Blackpool 6th. That would be nice. So as a Championship fan, you know, I don't have anything riding on this for any team. I do have a bit of a soft spot for Blackpool. That really is the only side I'd have to say. And I'd like to see Blackpool come up through the playoffs. The playoff dates are this Friday, actually, is one of the games, and then next Saturday's another one. So I'm hoping, if I'm available, we will be doing them ones as well on the channel for live watch-alongs, of course. So really excited for that as well. So final day of League One. Got a feeling it'll be the day's done. Well, of course, next season Forest and Derby could be in the same league. Paul said Lincoln and Blackpool playoffs. Right, okay, Barnsley to fall out. Well, Barnsley, of course, home to Northampton. On paper looks winnable, but of course Northampton there to spoil the party, and they've not been awful this season. I remember them coming to play Swansea in the Carabao Cup, and to be fair, they weren't awful. We did win 3-0, but you know, they put up a bit of a fight. Right, the teams are in the tunnel at Pride Park. They're ready to walk out there. Of course, the not game of the day. We've got quite a few games of the days are Barnsley, Northampton, Derby, Carlisle, Exeter, Oxford, Fleetwood, Burton, Lincoln, Portsmouth. You have to go into the second hand here. Peterborough, Bolton, Port Vale, Cambridge, Blackpool game, Cheltenham game. That's it. So we've got 9 games of the days today. Unreal. If anyone's new to the channel, be sure to smash the subscribe button, and when you do, you're going to see it move from a 7 to an 8 above me. Right, Carlisle will be playing League 2 football next season, but they can deny Derby County the chance this afternoon to make it to the Championship. These two could be 2 divisions apart next season. Let's get the first half symbol ready so anyone new joining knows where we are in the game. The first half, let's put that up there. There we go then. We are all ready for the final day of the League One season. It started in, was it August? The start of August or late July? It was one of them. I think it was the start of August. These teams, the fans, had optimistic dreams, and going into today, they are 90 minutes away from making their dreams come true. Anyway, these Derby County fans, of course, are 90 minutes away. It's in their own hands, while Bolton have to go away to Peterborough and hope for an absolute miracle to get themselves automatically promoted. Pride Park, by the way, there's so many flags out in the stadium. So many. They've gone with Wildsmith in goal, very strong. Corey Smith started as well. Only reason I'd be happy if we get to slap Derby again. That Carlisle shirt is nice. It is, mate. It is. Welcome in, Mark. How you doing? Barnsley's lack of recent form is against them, especially at home. Northampton added pressure. For sure, Mark. For sure. Absolute legend for joining. Welcome to Goals Galore. Let us know if this is the first time you've been here, or if you've already been here before, and who you support. Who do you want to finish in the playoffs, mate? Do let us know. So, in 1 minute, it should be kick-off time, and all these on the left-hand side of the screen should change. If not, I'm in big trouble, and we're going to have to sort it out with more technical issues. But hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm begging, this all goes to plan, and hopefully it does. And the table should be that way. The table should be updating as the goals go in. The table should be updating live with all the goals added on. So, of course, the only place you need to be on the final day is here. We'll keep you up to date with all of the matches. All you have to do is sit back, relax, and enjoy the stream. Mark, my team is Pompey. Oh, okay, mate. Okay, so you really do have a big say in the playoffs. You really do have a big say in the playoffs. Away to Lincoln. Wow. What 2 teams do you want to see go up with Pompey then, mate? Wilman Viv says QPR. Which game you watching? I'm going to watch the Derby game, but we'll be flicking through quite a few this afternoon. We won't be staying on this. I'll probably flick through the games at the bottom as well. But of course, in them games, we probably will have technical issues because, of course, there's only one game on Sky at 12:30, from what I can see. So, can Carlisle put a huge spanner in the works? Right, it's time to see if when these games kick off, if it actually changes from 12:30 to 0-0. It should do. If that happens, it means we've got it absolutely spot on. I really do hope so. I really hope this all works. Was up till like 4 AM last night planning all this out, so hopefully it all works. If not, then that was just a lot of wasted time. But for you guys, it's all worth it. Derby in a huddle at the moment, and still no games have kicked off yet. Mark says Lincoln and Blackpool for playoff places. Ooh, okay. So Barnsley to drop out and Oxford to slip up away to Exeter. Exeter, underrated side this year, aren't they? Really underrated. If you need a link for the other games, let me know. Cheers, Luke One. Appreciate that, legend. And at Pride Park, we are about to kick off here. We are about to kick off for the final day of the League One campaign. We got it all here covered on Goals Galore. So if you go on to enjoy the next 90 minutes, be sure to stick around on the channel where we'll be covering, of course. I'm tempted next season to do a lot more League One content. I really am. It's such a great division. And Derby straight away with Mendes Laheng from the kickoff. Derby always like to do an old style kickoff, don't they? Where they 2 players kicking off and then they run straight away. Paul Warne done a great job, of course. Dropped down from Rotherham 2 years ago. Last season was frustrating for them, but this year they're hoping to seal a place back to the Championship. Right, this has not updated, so this could be an issue. This could be an issue, people. I do hope it's not, but it could be. Right, let's hide them a second and then see if FUTMob instead works. We had a backup plan. We did have a backup plan, people, if it wants to load. Otherwise, this really has been a waste of a few hours last night or this morning. So all the games right now, I do believe, are 0-0. I'll quickly put all the notifications on for all the games just in case there's any early goals in any of the games. But of course, welcome all to Goals Galore, and hopefully you enjoy the content. Right. That seems to be working. How is that on? That seems to be working. Yes! Let's go. That seems to be working, people. Is that a good enough scale, though? I hope so. As Derby straight away, oh God, they pulled a shot past the far post. Derby, early doors, putting on the pressure in their game. Right, no need to put all the notifications on then. No need for it. So, of course, playoffs are still up in the air. Everything is still up in the air, and now I believe all the games have kicked off. The only thing is, it's a little tricky for me to see all the scores now, but it should be fine. Yeah, it should be fine. At least it'll be live updating. And the table should be live updating also. Right, absolute honour having you all in here. Absolute honour. And of course, there's balloons everywhere. Pride Park pitch. Balloons absolutely everywhere. As we wait for the first goal in the final day of the League One campaign. Who's it going to go to? Who will get the first one? No wonder you just woke up an hour ago staying up until 4 AM. The effort's worth it, mate. It's all worth it for you legends. We have a lot of late nights editing videos, planning streams. It's all worth it. So we wait for the first goal in the opening stages of these games. We are 4 minutes in the first half. Welcome everyone, and let us know your thoughts on the games in the chat. Who do you want to see in the Championship next season? Who do you want to see remain in League One? And who do you think will be relegated out of Cheltenham, Burton Albion and Cambridge down to League 2? Be sure to share your thoughts on a huge day in this division this afternoon. A massive game. Massive game. So 1-0 Bolton. Bolton 1-0 up. Right, this still hasn't updated the score. It should do any second. Let's just make sure it's all working. 40 lads says 1-0 Bolton. That's huge for them. And they're already piling the pressure on Derby. But Blackpool are 1-0 up as well. Let's switch. This is the glory of having all the games on at the same time in one way. Piling the pressure on. Fans in the ground will have notifications on. Let's go to Blackpool. Let's see the away celebrations quickly. Let's see if we can find the goal quickly. Bolton winning. Blackpool winning. It's not updated on here yet. I'm going to keep an eye out for that. Hopefully it does. Even if it's a little bit slow. But as long as it updates. Come on, Bolton. He doesn't want Blackpool to win. Yeah, I want Blackpool to win. I want Blackpool to win. Yeah, it's updated now. Yes, 1-0 Blackpool and Bolton 1-0 as well. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Is that too small, people, or is that okay? Can you guys, when you're watching, can you see the scores clearly on the left hand side? Please do let me know. And as soon as we turn away, Derby have gone 1-0 up in their game. That is huge for them. Absolutely huge. Derby 1-0 up. I'm trying to switch between all the games and it's just not working at the moment. It's not going my way. But Derby have a breakthrough in their game as well. So Blackpool, Bolton and Derby all starting off the game really fast. All getting a goal early doors here. So it's 1-0 Derby at Pride Park as well. Massive goal in League One. Blackpool winning as well. And hopefully the table is live updating. It should be. It is. Awesome stuff, it is. Yes, let's go. That is awesome. As long as Lincoln get playoffs, I'm here. Awesome stuff, look on. Awesome stuff, mate. And then I'm just going to switch back to the Derby game to see the goal. Let's have a look. We can have a look at this one. Awesome stuff here at Pride Park. The scenes in the home crowd. How did the goal go in? It was... Wow, Pride Park is bouncing. Pride Park is bouncing. The ball was out to the right hand side. The ball come into the edge of the area. And is that Bielek? What a hit. Lovely, lovely goal that for Derby County. Massive goal early doors here. My nan's cousin used to be Lincoln manager. If that is actually true, that is unreal. That is class. So goals flying in early doors here. Derby 1-0 up. It's Bolton 1-0 up. Blackpool 1-0 up as well at the moment. As you can see, the table live updating. As it stands, Derby will be promoted back to the Championship. They went down fighting after, of course, a lot of off-the-field issues. But as it stands, they'll be on 92 points. And Bolton, despite winning at the moment, they'll only be on 89. So they're failing to catch up there. What a day it is in, of course, League One. 18 legends in you. Be sure to let us know your thoughts on who you want to go up to the Championship next season. Who do you want to see finish in the playoffs? So as it stands in the playoffs, at the moment, we will have Bolton versus Derby for 2 legs. Blackpool as it stands up to 5th. So it would be Peterborough versus Blackpool over 2 legs as it stands. And Bolton versus... Barnsley over 2 legs. So as it stands, Lincoln falling out of the playoffs. Wow. And just zooming into the fans here at Pride Park, it is absolutely bouncing. They scored 2 minutes ago. It is bouncing. Leyton Orient have taken the lead in one of the beach ball games of today away at Shrewsbury Town. It is 1-0 to Leyton Orient in that one then. Cheers for the goal update, Footy Lad as well. And if anyone's new, join into the stream if you're late in. Get your questions in as it stands. Lincoln will be falling out of the playoffs this afternoon as Blackpool are winning and Barnsley are drawing. 1-0 Wickham, another game of beach ball at home to Charlton Athletic then. I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll keep getting the goal scorers for you. 2-0 to Bolton. 2-0. Dion Charles from the penalty spot. 2-0 up against Peterborough. And this is not good news for Peterborough. Going into playoffs, you want to have a bit of momentum. But at the moment, 2-0 down at home as well. Bolton are going to go full throttle, aren't they? They're going to go full throttle. So in that game, Dempsey put them 1-0 up. And Dion Charles made it 2. In this game, it was Max Bird, the man on loan from Bristol City, I do believe, who's got the goal there. At Blackpool, it was Karamoko Dembele on the score sheet there. Leyton Orient's goal scorer was Adu Ajay. Probably not said that one right. Hold up. Derby on the attack on the left. That's overplayed. And where were the other goals? Wickham, Leahy from the penalty spot. We've already had 2 penalty goals in the opening 10 minutes. Who scored for Wickham? It was Luke Leahy from the penalty spot from 12 yards. So already the League One campaign ending with goals galore and absolute legends for all being here. Thank you all for tuning in for the final day of League One. So much to happen, and we're going to be saying as it stands a lot, which is why I put the live table up here. Where can I find a stream for Barnsley game? That one's not on. That one's not on. That one's not on Sky, is it? I have no idea, mate. I have no idea. Oh, they're actually showing on. If you just watch the Sky game, if there's a goal going to go in, they're going to show it on there because they're showing the Blackpool goal. It was very nice, worked into the penalty area. I'm just going to stay on Sky then because they're showing all the other goals. So as it stands, it will be Peterborough versus Blackpool over 2 legs, Bolton versus Barnsley over 2 legs, and at the bottom as it stands, it will be Cheltenham going down on 45 points, and of course, with Shrewsbury losing, their goal difference will move down to 19th, but of course, they are safe from relegation at the moment. Please Derby lose to Carlisle, that would be so entertaining. And of course, Jembo wants Bolton to go up, so the second and third place at the moment are winning in the championship, but of course it can change so quickly. I don't have Sky. Just stay here then. This is the best place to be, guys. We'll be updating you with absolutely everything. And Carlisle have a corner here, which is very dangerous for them. Is it a corner or a throw-in? I think it is a corner. Wow, Carlisle could put the pressure on here. He's on loan from us. Last game for Derby. Yeah, good signing that from Bristol City. So, as it stands, Derby County to be promoted, but of course they've got a corner defence here against Carlisle. You doing a Norwich versus Swans Watchalong? I'm not, mate. Not doing that one. We're going to do Hull Ipswich later on, though. Hull Ipswich. It's mad to think that League 2 finishes at 3 o'clock. This will all be done by 3 o'clock, and by 5:30 League 2 will be finished. And then Oxford 1-0. Wow. Okay, so that means Lincoln will fall out of the playoffs as it stands as well. As you can see on the live update. Oxford will go 5th. Blackpool will go 6th. And Barnsley and Lincoln, the 2 sides that started the day in the top 6. We are 13 minutes in. But as it stands, they will be dropping out of the top 2. They will be dropping out of the top 2 as it stands. The playoff spots. The playoff spots, not the top 2. Too much to talk about. Way too much to talk about. And the goal scorer for Oxford United was indeed Mark Harris. He was quiet last time out against Stevenage, but he's got his goal here away at St James's Park in Exeter. Wow. So if we have a look at the table now, as it stands, it will be Bolton versus Blackpool over 2 legs, while Peterborough play Oxford United over 2 legs. Who would you rather play over 2 legs? Bolton or Peterborough? Bolton or Peterborough as it stands. If you were Blackpool, let's say, who would you rather play? For me, I'd probably say Peterborough. Bolton are smashing in the goals. But over 2 legs, anything can happen, of course. Ipswich deserve it all, to be honest. Absolutely. Vamos. Beg Ipswich go up. Come on, Lincoln. Well, it's awesome. 14 minutes in. It says 13 here, so we're a minute behind on the Derby game. But it is all happening. It is all happening here. Bolton, says Lucan. Wow, okay. Peterborough have got a very young squad. Oh, wow. Carlisle had appealed to a handball there in the penalty area. Carlisle, since conceding the goal, all I've seen on the TV is Carlisle going up the pitch. It's raining goals. It's goals galore here in League One on the final day. We knew we were going to have drama. There's going to be so many ifs, buts and maybes along the way. So many. And yet again, of course, it's happening right now with absolutely everything kicking off around all the grounds. So we haven't had a goal now in like a minute, which is long for what's happened in the opening stages. And it should have been a handball against Derby. They're very lucky. Sonny Bradley it was, the man with the handball. He's got his arms in front of his face there. You'd see that given in the Premier League. You would see that given. Carlisle here are going down. They know that, but they want to go down with a fight. So many goals, like how no one is talking about Portsmouth. Of course, sealed promotion now, haven't they? And they're title winners. But holding Lincoln to a 0-0 draw at the moment, that has a big say. That has a big impact on, of course, what could happen in, of course, in the playoffs. So as it stands, Lincoln will drop to 8th, Barnsley will drop to 7th. The two sides that started the day 5th and 6th. And as teams that started the day 7th and 8th will take their spots. Oxford move up to 5th, Blackpool up to 6th. But it could change in just seconds as soon as a goal goes in. Nothing to play for. Ball back with the Carlisle keeper here. And Paul Ward now is out in his technical area. He's not too happy with this side's display after their goal. They're going to show the Mark Harris goal here away at St James's Park. It was a mistake from Exeter. It was a mistake from Exeter that led Oxford to the goal. Wow. We are one subscriber away from 1,780. Who wants to do the honours? Absolute legends, all of you, for joining. And hopefully you're all enjoying the stream. We're going to have so many if, buts and maybes. And as it stands during the stream, it's all to play for here on the final day. I don't think we've generally had a more exciting end of the season for the Premier League, Championship, League 1 and League 2 for absolutely ages. It's all come down to the wire in all of the divisions. Of course, the Championship now is starting to sort of fizzle out. A lot can be confirmed today. Leicester confirmed promoted yesterday. But in League 1, the final day today, and so much still to talk about, that is unreal. You know, I don't remember ever having all of the leagues this exciting. You could argue League 2's not as exciting going into the final day. Only a playoff spot to be talked about in that game. And yet again in this game, Carlisle with another corner, and all, they're threatening Derby here. They're really threatening on the final day. Bolton fans, if I was a Bolton fan watching this, I'd be quite pleased with how Carlisle have approached the game. You know, no fear football at the moment from Carlisle, and they're here to make an upset happen. So we haven't had a goal in quite a while now. No talking points at the moment. Top 8 is exciting with the relegation battle. Yeah, for sure. Of course, the mid-table bit always fizzles out in every league. We always call it beach ball, don't we? Always call it beach ball. And as it stands, 5 shots for Carlisle, 2 for Derby. Carlisle 60% possession at the moment in this game. Wild. They are dominating the Rams at the moment in their own backyard. And here they go on the counter-attack again. I will not be surprised if Carlisle get a goal in this game. Will not be surprised. But of course, Bolton need Carlisle to beat Derby. So there must be a team full of Bolton fans here in the Carlisle team. Must be a team full of them. Carlisle, keep this up, please. Yeah, they're doing really well, mate. They're doing really well. Reading are just falling apart now. It is a shame to see Reading fall apart, to be honest, because, of course, Championship side, in the Premier League as well, Reading. But usually, you know, you associate them with the Championship. Of course, they broke the points record. It is sad to see, but Fleetwood are winning. Fleetwood 1-0 up against Burton, which helps Cheltenham massively at the bottom of the table. That is a huge goal in League 1. All of these goals are going to be in League 1. What am I on about? But huge goal, which means Fleetwood winning 43 points. Burton would be on 46 points. Cheltenham, though, still in the bottom 3 on 45. As they are drawing, of course, Cheltenham away at the Lamex, away to Stevenage there. Wow. And the goal scorer for Fleetwood, I'm just about to find it, was Carl Johnson on the score sheet there for Fleetwood in that game. 1-0 at home. I've been outside Fleetwood Stadium. Actually very nice. For a League 1 club, very nice. Of course, they'll be in League 2 next season. Fingers crossed for them, they can bounce back. Right, I feel like I've been non-stop talking here. Time for a little water break. Barnsley are winning. Barnsley are winning. Wow. They have just scored. So a goal which will knock now. That knocks Blackpool out the playoff spots. Herbie Kane on the score sheet. After they departed company with their manager, Neil Collins. It still says he's in charge here on the app, but he's of course not. So Barnsley go up to 5th. Oxford will go down to 6th. Blackpool 7th, although they're winning. So Blackpool now are hoping for Barnsley to slip up against Northampton, or Oxford to slip up against Exeter. Out of them two, I can probably see the Exeter game being a slip-in curve at the moment. I think we've had every team in the playoffs now at some point, apart from Lincoln, since kickoff. We've had every team in there since the first goal. Unbelievable stuff. Come on, Lincoln. Not an easy game. Not an easy game. Oh, at home though, which is where the advantage is. That is where the advantage is. So goals flying in here. Goals absolutely flying in League One. Everywhere you look, there are goals galore. And if anyone's unsure on what needs to happen today and everything that could happen, just have a read of everything going along the bottom. As Derby now start to get himself back into this game, but still leading only 1-0. 1-0 is a very dangerous scoreline in football, as many of you know. Can change so quickly. And a few teams now getting their early goals. So at the moment we only have 1, 2, 3. We only have 4 goalless draws so far, and we are 22 minutes into the games. Joe Taylor needs to pull up. Incredible start here in League One, incredible, and I have a feeling, within the next hour we're going to have so many more twists and turns in League One. For sure, 100% we will, 100%. So the Barnsley goal is going to be shown here now. I'll describe it for you. The ball out to the right edge of the box, strike from Herbie Kane, and beat the Northampton keeper at his near post from the edge of the box on the right hand side, and that away end has gone wild. Scenes there in the away end, in the home end, sorry, home end. God, too much to talk about. Too much to talk about. And as it stands, of course, Oxford hanging on to the playoff spots by a thread, by 1 point. This is what the final day is all about. This is what it's all about. I won't be able to do the Championship one next weekend. I'll be at a game. I'll be at Swans versus Millwall. But I'll be able to do the Premier League final day on, the 19th of next month. So if you're enjoying this one, be sure to hang around and have notifications on. But we'll have, of course, League One watch-alongs for the playoffs. We'll be covering all the games. I'm unsure about League 2 because I haven't really done much League 2 content, so I might leave that when I'll see how the demand is for it. But of course the winner of it goes up to League 1, of course, with Wrexham, Stockport and Mansfield. So I don't know, maybe. Depends how the schedule looks. Depends how the schedule looks. At half time we'll have a look at the playoff dates. Hull City Lover says, please Lincoln. Well, the goal's now drying up for a little while. At the moment. So let's just digest the scores. Barnsley 1-0, Derby 1-0, Oxford 1-0, Fleetwood 1-0, Lincoln 0, Portsmouth 0. Lincoln really could do with a goal in that one to get himself back into the playoff spots at the moment. Bolton 2-0 away at Peterborough. They of course scored 2 goals inside the opening 10 minutes, but since then have struggled to net anymore. Port Vale 0, Cambridge 0. As it stands, Cambridge will be safe in the Championship. Another goal for Leyton Orient in League One for another season, and another goal for Leyton Orient. They are 2-0 up here away to Shrewsbury in one of the games that don't really matter much. They are 2-0 up. It's one of them games of beach ball, but Leyton Orient, they're looking for a top half finish, and as it stands they will be finishing 11th. If Wickham drop points though, they can move up to 10th, Leyton Orient. So the second goal scorer is Galbraith. This can be fun this afternoon, pronouncing all these names. 2-0 Leyton Orient. Wow. Awesome stuff there from Leyton Orient. Ethan Galbraith in that one on the score sheet. Back to the Derby game then. I don't think they're showing it all the goals on Sky actually. I think it's just the ones with teams fighting for promotion. I think it's only them games. So only the Blackpool game. They showed the Oxford goal. They showed the Barnsley goal. They haven't showed the Bolton goals though that I seen. But at that point I was switching through the games, so that may be why. So at the moment the table's still changing a lot, as you can see on screen. It is all changing, but we are 25 minutes in here to the games. 25 minutes on the clock here at Pride Park, where at the moment it's a promotion party, and their fans in the stadium still haven't stopped jumping around. They're absolutely loving life. But it's been Carlisle who have been really, really threatening every time they come forward. Every time. They're not here just to give in and compete. This season has been very disappointing, but fingers crossed next season they can bounce back from their relegation this year. Fingers crossed for them. Any more goals? Where's the next goal going to come then? Where's the next goal going to come? So looking back to the poll in the chat, if you haven't already voted, do let us know. And if you want me to put anything as a poll in the live chat, be sure to let me know, and I'll get it sorted. So the question I asked was, will Barnsley and Lincoln end the day in the playoffs? 72% of people said yes. 28% of people said no. And if you have said no, be sure, of course, to let us know in the live chat who you think will end in the top 6 this afternoon. So the ball flying around the Derby penalty area. They're very dangerous here, Carlisle. They really are looking to spoil the party. Must be a team of Bolton fans. Must be. Of course, it was a nice early goal, 5 minutes in for Derby from Max Bird. And as it stands, that'll be enough to clinch promotion back to the Championship. If you're late joining, the Barnsley goal scorer was Herbie Kane. It's all the midfielders scoring, because for Blackpool it was Dembele, for Oxford Harris scored, and for Bolton it was a midfielder. It was Dion Charles from the penalty spot, as well as Kyle Dempsey as well in that one. In your opinion, who get in the playoffs and relegation in League One? For me, I want to say, well, honestly, I can see Barnsley slipping up at home to Northampton. I can see that one being a draw. Let me just work this out so I know who will actually finish, to answer your question. So that would mean 76 points for Barnsley. I can see them drawing at home. I can see Derby winning, so that would seal them promotion. I can see Oxford losing away to Exeter. I think they'll get a red card or something silly like that in the second half, and Exeter will turn it around. I got a feeling, which would mean they'd be on 74 points then and out of it. I can see Blackpool winning by maybe another 1 or 2 away to Reading, which is quite long, not a short journey, but not a too long journey. What am I trying to say? Yeah, and then Lincoln, I can see them snatching it 1-0 against Portsmouth. So what would that mean? That would be Lincoln and Blackpool getting the playoffs. That's how I think it would be. So Lincoln 5th, Blackpool 6th, to answer your question, and I can see Derby finishing 2nd. I can't see Carlisle winning, but I can see them potentially getting a draw here. Tom Oxford till I die. Come on the pool. Come on the pool. No goals now. I know they're drying up the goals at the moment. They are drying up here in League One. We've had our early entertainment. I know it's time for them to stop scoring at the moment. So Liverpool have a penalty. I completely forgot that was a Premier League game on. Completely forgot. We mentioned it earlier, but since then I forgot. So that one is 0-0 at the moment. Hopefully they don't get a penalty, because I took Mo Salah at my FPL team. So it is, of course, half an hour into the games, and as you can see to the side of me, the scores, and the other side of me, you can see the live table, which is updating live. So no need to go anywhere else to check any updates. We're all got it covered here on Goals Galore, where certainly in the opening half an hour of these matches, it has been raining goals and it has been goals galore. Leighton Orient, come on. I think Salah's not playing. Oh, Salah's not playing. Awesome stuff. That is awesome. I put Son in my FPL instead. Hell Football says he wants Lincoln to be in the Championship because it would be so funny. I don't see the humorous side of that, to be honest, but I would like to see them in there as well. I think that'd be awesome. The playoffs as well is so hard because you get these 4 sides into the playoffs with such drama, and it's a 25% lottery. 25% chance of winning, of course. You have a home leg, away leg, and then the final. We'll have it all covered. We'll check the dates at half time for the playoffs. But of course, 15 minutes of the first half to go, and the second half there's going to be a lot of drama. Do let me know if you have any gut feelings of how the games are going to go. Let me know in the chat. For me, my gut feeling is that Northampton will get a point away to Barnsley. I think Derby versus Carlisle. I think Derby will end up getting something. I think Carlisle will. It'll be 2-0 or 1-1. I can see another goal in the game. It'll be 2-0 or 1-1 at Pride Park. I can see Exeter beating Oxford. I think Oxford, gut feelings these are, by the way. I can see Exeter pulling that one around and Oxford having a red card. I can also see Lincoln beating Portsmouth, probably 1-0, something really close like that. Another gut feeling is Blackpool to win like 3-0 away to Reading. Cheltenham to beat Stevenage as well, and Burton to lose to Fleetwood as well. I see that happening, and Cambridge just to draw 0-0 against Port Vale, which would mean Burton Albion to be relegated, and of course it would be Lincoln and Blackpool in the playoff places. Wow, that's a lot to talk about. When was the last time Barrow was in League One? Oh, no idea, mate. No idea. That's a real quiz question. Talking about quizzes, at half time, if it does dry up a little bit, we've got this football quiz. I'll read the card out to you, and you guys in the chat will have to say your answer if we have too much time at half time. But the way it's going, I don't think we will. But the goals have started to dry up a little bit, so it could be a little bit of entertainment. If you want a quiz at half time, just let me know just before half time. There's Barnsley. Oh, it's 2. Derby 2-0. It's offside. They went 2-0 up, but it was offside, Derby. I was waiting to see because, I'm not up to date with it. The stream is a little bit behind. So, Derby did make it 2-0, but it was offside. Ibu Adams, the man on loan from Cardiff. Is this offside? Let's have a look. Yeah, great call from the official on the far side. Great call. Was offside. And Wigan 1-0 up in one of the Beach Ball games, home to Bristol Rovers. Josh McGuinness with this goal in that game. And another goal to talk about. We have got Fleetwood going 2-0 up here. We have got Fleetwood 2-0 up at home to Burton Albion. Phoenix Patterson on the score sheet. And it's not looking good for Burton Albion here. It's not looking good. They know that they're in a bit of trouble right now, because if Cheltenham go 1-0 up away at Stevenage, that means Burton Albion, as it stands, will be in the relegation zone. But at the moment, Stevenage are doing Burton Albion a favour, holding them to 0-0. Lurkon wants a quiz. Do you want it now or do you want it half time? We could do it now, I guess, while we're in between all of the games. Let me know in the chat. Do you want a quiz now or do you want to wait till half time? Could be a bit of entertainment while we wait for all the goals to go in. Hull City Lover says Wigan 1-0. Yep. Please Blackpool. Wait, Oscar, is that you? Have you changed your name, Oscar? I'm so used to seeing it as, what was it before? Aston Villa, potentially. If that's you, Oscar, do let us know. Half time. Cool. Half time. We will have a quiz then at half time. Something for you all to look forward to. And as we can see on the screen, the table updated now as well. 1969 to 1917 last time they were in League One. Wow, some time ago. Of course, they're trying to seal a playoff place in that one as well. Half time, cool. Half time, then we'll have a quiz. Then they're not all about English football. They're all about random stuff. Some of them are quite interesting. Some of them are random. Who's Oscar? It's not Oscar then. Wow, I thought Carlisle scored. The goalkeeper got pushed into the back of the net. I thought Carlisle scored there. Wow, what a save from Wildsmith. Wow. Carlisle almost levelled minutes after Derby were denied a second. Wow. Huge that. Wildsmith with an incredible save to tip it over the bar. And that's what wins you promotion. My dad was born then. Class stuff, Hill football. Carlisle really have impressed me. For a team bottom of League One, about to go down to League Two, they really are giving Derby a really good run for their money in this game so far. Oh, but that's a loose ball. Derby 1-on-1. Keeper come out. Oh, wow. It's all happening. It is all happening in this game. We do not have a chance to breathe. We have no chance to breathe. Incredible stuff in League One on the final day. Incredible. So another roundup of the table at the moment. As you can see on screen. As I look at it, all of the top half, basically, apart from Peterborough, are winning, all drawing. Stevenage, Lincoln and Portsmouth all drawing. Peterborough are the only side in the top half at the moment to be losing. And in the bottom half, everyone's losing, apart from Fleetwood winning. And we've got Cambridge drawing, Cheltenham drawing and Port Vale drawing. Wow. Wow. Unbelievable stuff. Barnsley need to lose. Yeah, they do. If Lincoln or Blackpool want to get themselves into the playoffs. Huddersfield vs Birmingham City school prediction. I did say on the Championship school prediction video, but I'll let you in for a treat. I'll let you know now. I went 4-2 Birmingham in that one. Goals galore. I think it'll be attacks on top and defences completely struggle. But that's going to be huge. And we'll talk about all of the games from League 1, League 2, the Championship, all in the 8 o'clock live stream later on for Hull City versus Ipswich. You don't want to miss that one, people. You do not want to miss it, because not only does it have huge implications for the top 2, huge implications for the playoffs, and going into the final day, we'll have such a better idea after today of everything, absolutely everything. So be sure to join me later on for that one as well. He's the person that tunes into the streams. Yeah, Oscar as well. Barnsley, please lose. Just please lose. So the goals really have dried up now. But as soon as I said that last time, we got a goal. Or Exeter. To be fair, Exeter beat Oxford. I can see that one happening. Let us know in the chat if you have any gut feelings on any of the games. 21 legends in here. If anyone's new to the stream, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe. Would mean so much. And we are one away from 1,780. Who wants to do the honours? Be sure to. As we are, of course, aiming for 2K by Christmas Day. Nice little ring to that, isn't it? Nice little ring to it. 2K by Christmas Day. Right. Any more goals? None. No more goals at the moment. We've had our fun, and they're drying up now. All the goals in the Premier League. May as well talk about this one right now. It's 0-0 between West Ham and Liverpool. That one is 0-0. Please Exeter lose. Jemba says he's back. Welcome back, mate. Legend. Of course, we've got League 2 final day kicking off at 3 o'clock. I'm just quickly have a look while we wait for all the goals for anything big that can happen there. Barrow in the playoffs. It's in their hands. Okay, so all it is there is the playoffs. All it is there is the playoffs. And Sutton United are not relegated yet. Colchester could be relegated. So there's only 2 things left to decide in League 2. Only 2 things left to decide, which is crazy. Hey, absolute legend, whoever just subscribed, and all of you for tuning in. Really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. So we are about 6 minutes away from half times around the grounds here in League 1, where in the opening half we've had, I think, every team apart from Lincoln go into the top 6, and I've been watching Carlisle versus Derby on the telly, and Carlisle really are making it very tricky for Derby. I don't know how Carlisle haven't scored. Wildsmith have denied them a big opportunity. Derby did score second, but it was ruled out for offside. As we're on the final day here in League 1, as it stands, Derby will be promoted, and as it stands, Lincoln and Blackpool will be missing out on a playoff spot in League 1. And Cheltenham, although Burton Albion are losing away to Fleetwood, it will be Cheltenham to go down with Port Vale, Fleetwood, and of course, we've got a goal. 2-0 Oxford, and Carlisle as well. But a goal for Oxford. Who scored it? Mark Harris scored the first. Cameron Brannigan with the goal. Cameron Brannigan with the goal here to make it 2-0 for Oxford, that's really bad news for Blackpool fans and for not for Lincoln fans because it's in their own hands. From the penalty spot, he only scores penalties, doesn't he, Cameron Brannigan? So, as it stands, that's a killer blow for Blackpool. They now need Northampton to get a goal against Barnsley. Lincoln as well, they need a goal to get back into the playoffs. So, although Oxford are winning, it's not in their hands. It's in Barnsley's hands, and it's in Lincoln's hands going into the final day and going into the second half as well. Blackpool doing all they can at the moment. They are winning. And Oxford... well, Lincoln, it was in their hands, but the goal difference is starting to catch up now from Oxford to Lincoln's. It started with a 4 goal difference. They've cut it now to 2. Wayhu, welcome in. Bristol Rovers. Yeah, they're losing 1-0, mate. They're losing 1-0. Welcome to the stream note. Everyone's not too happy that Oxford made it 2-0. I think there goes my thought that Exeter could win in that one. My gut feeling has gone out the window there. My gut feeling's gone out the window. 24 legends in here for the final day of League One. Welcome all in here. Let us know your thoughts on the final day in the chat. Who do you want to see go up? Who do you want to see go down? Who do you want to see finish inside the playoff spots at the moment? I'm currently watching Derby versus Carlisle, and it's been a cracking game so far up to this point. Carlisle dominating possession. And I'll be interested to see how Derby, Portsmouth and whoever wins the playoffs recruit in the summer. Of course, last season when Ipswich come up, they didn't really recruit too much because they had such a strong foundation of great players. They just sort of built on it a little bit. As for Plymouth, when they won League One last season, they spent a lot of money on Ballymumba and Morgan Whittaker, who have carried them over the line this year. A lot of smart signings as well. Who else come up last year? Who else come up? It was... them two were in the automatic places. Who won the playoffs last year? Sheffield Wednesday. Yeah, they've had a poor season, but Danny Roll trying to keep them up. It's completely opposite to the Premier League and Championship, isn't it? From League One and the Championship, you know, it's competitive, but Premier League and Championship, it's like the teams that go up will always end up phasing away. Are you British? I am, mate. I am. Unless we have a chance to go up next season. Who do you support? Blackpool. Is it Blackpool? Potentially Blackpool. Let me know. Whenever someone, if you commented in the chat and you talking about your own team, please let me know your team, because there's loads of you in here, which I really appreciate. But there's a lot of teams to talk about as well. Might have to refill this at half time. Maybe. We'll have a quiz at half time though. 1-0 West Ham against Liverpool. Liverpool. Wow. Liverpool really are falling off, aren't they? Can you imagine them losing... what's that? That'd be like 3 defeats in a row in the Premier League. It would be. 3 Premier League defeats in a row. 4 games without a win in the Premier League. That would be huge for Liverpool. But paying our attention back to, of course, League One. They're just showing the Max Bird goal, which was an absolute lovely strike from the edge of the box. Right hand side, left footed shot into the bottom right hand corner, which sent Pride Park absolutely mental. Absolutely mental. We have got no other goals to talk about in League One as of yet. 26 legends in you. Welcome all to the final day of League One season. Watch along. If you were enjoying the stream, smash the like button and subscribe if you're new. Completely free to do. And be sure to vote in the live chat on the poll. And let us know your thoughts on the final day so far. Liverpool fallen, they are absolutely. In this game, just a break in play for Ibu Adams to receive a bit of treatment here. He's been outstanding for Derby this season. And I wonder, will Derby go in for him next season on a permanent? He is on loan from Cardiff City right now. Will they look to keep hold of him? Will there be a change? What's the current scores? So the current scores on screen, but I will read them out for you now. We've got Barnsley beating Northampton 1-0. As it stands, it'll be enough for Barnsley to confirm a playoff spot in League One. Of course, it's in their own hands going into the final day today. Derby beating Carlisle 1-0, which of course that means that Derby will be promoted. All they have to do is not lose, and they will be promoted to the Championship. Oxford beating Exeter 2-0 away at St James's Park there means that as it stands, Oxford will be finishing inside the playoffs due to Lincoln. We've got a goal. Stevenage are 1-0 up against Cheltenham. That's a big blow for Cheltenham. They must know that Burton Albion are losing 2-0 to Fleetwood. What a huge chance it is for them to get outside of the dotted line on the final day. But they're losing here from the penalty spot. A penalty conceded by Elliot Bonds. And from 12 yards, Stevenage convert. Wow, that is a killer blow at the bottom of League One. A killer blow. And Burton Albion fans will be loving that. Kane Hemmings with the goal in that one. Moving on to Fleetwood Burton, where Fleetwood are trying to drag Burton down with them. But of course, Stevenage won't allow that to happen as it stands, because Cheltenham are losing in that one now. Lincoln Portsmouth 0-0 as it stands in that one. We are approaching the half-time whistle in these games. The first 45 minutes has been incredible, people. Has been incredible. Peterborough losing 2-0 to Bolton. Bolton scored 2 early goals in that one, and Peterborough really are struggling. They're showing a goal here, the Stevenage goal from the penalty spot. Hemmings, keeper guessed the right way. Keeper guessed the right way. You probably could have done better there, the keeper for Cheltenham. Probably could have done better. And as it stands, Cheltenham will be relegated on 44 points. Burton surviving on 46. And Cambridge, with their draw as it stands, they'll be on 48 points. Port Vale 0, Cambridge 0, as we say. Cambridge, that's enough for them to stay up. Port Vale will be in League 2 next season. Reading 0, Blackpool 1. Also a later score. Blackpool were inside the playoffs for a few moments because, of course, they scored very early on thanks to Karamato, Dembele, a rising star in the EFL. But, of course, since Barnsley are winning and Oxford winning, it's no longer in the hands of Blackpool to finish inside the top 6. They need either Barnsley or Oxford to slip up in the second half for Blackpool to confirm their place in the playoffs. Stevenage, Shrewsbury 0, Leighton 2, and Reading have equalised against Blackpool. That's a huge blow. We just talked about it on the stroke of half time. Reading equalise, and that's got from bad to worse for Blackpool. Of course, they were inside the playoffs as we were talking about. They then got knocked out of it thanks to Barnsley scoring and thanks to Oxford scoring. But Reading have equalised here. Wow, killer blow. Sam Smith with the goal in that one. Well, Blackpool, it's not looking like it's going to be an incredible day today. Another later score is half-time for Shrewsbury, losing 2-0 to Leyton Orient. Leyton Orient trying to finish inside the top half this season. Stevenage 1, Cheltenham 0. As it stands will mean that Cheltenham Town will be relegated. They have to win to stay up. Have to win. We've also got Wigan 1-0 up against Bristol Rovers, another game of beach ball, and Wycombe versus Charlton, another game of beach ball where Wycombe are 1-0 up in their game. As we approach the half-time whistles here around the grounds in League One, but that's a killer blow for Blackpool. You know, all they have to do is win and hope other games go their own way. As it stands, Lincoln dropping points at home to Portsmouth is a big result for them, but of course Oxford winning 2-0 and Barnsley winning 1-0 doesn't help them at all. And Bolton fans will be hoping that Carlisle in the second half can put the ball in the back of the net. They've struggled to this season, but when it matters, hopefully for Bolton fans' sake, they can do it. So half times around the ground then. Around the grounds, as these teams will have 45 minutes left of their seasons in League One. It's been a rollercoaster ride. It's half time at Oakwell. It's half time at Peterborough. It's half time at Port Vale. It's half time at Shrewsbury. It's half time at the DW in Wigan, and it's about to be half time in all the other games. Now it's half time at the Madejski. Now it's half time at Wycombe as well. And here at Pride Park, it is about to be half time. We've played the 3 added on minutes, and any second the whistle will go for half time here at Pride Park, where the Derby fans have calmed down after their opening goal, which as it stands it will be enough for them to secure promotion to the Championship. And now it's half time there as well, so I think we're half time everywhere now. almost everywhere. Let me just refresh. Lincoln 0, Portsmouth 0, half time there. Right, I think it's probably time to have a look then at the stats in all the games. Half times everywhere. It's time to have a look at the stats then. We are halfway through the final day of this League One campaign. How is it looking? Let's have a look. Half time in League One. We've got to do this stupid thing again. This is horrible, says. The webcam is honestly doing my head in. Because when I switch to the next screen now as well, it's going to change. Come on, please work. Please work. Any second. Yes, let's go. I have to change it as soon as we get onto the other screen as well. Right, half time. Could Stevenage make playoffs? No, it's impossible now. They bottled that on Friday, drawing to Oxford. Right, half time in League One. That's what everyone's talking about before we have a look at each and every game and the talking points at the moment. So, just waffling really, aren't they? Just waffling. Just what I'm doing. So, you know, they're trying to take my job there. Barnsley 1, Northampton Town 0. Huge result as it stands. And of course, after we go through all the stats, we'll have a half-time quiz. I've got the quiz cards next to me, so be sure to stick around at half-time. Right, and get your thoughts in the chat on the half-time games. As soon as I switch back to the live chat, I'll have a lot of comments to come back and talk about. So, Barnsley 1-0 up. They've had 53% possession, only 2 shots and 1 on target all game. That does not seem very interesting to watch. But of course, all you need is 1 shot on target to get you a goal. And Herbie Kane has certainly done that. Now it's just changed. So they've had 3 shots, 2 on target. As I say that, 2 corners as well, 5 fouls. As for Northampton, 4 shots, none on target though, 5 corners, 3 fouls. They're causing Barnsley problems, just can't get any shots on target at the moment, and it seems like from set pieces they're getting a bit of joy. Derby versus Carlisle, the game we've had our eyes on. Derby went to make it 2-0 before Carlisle. That goal got ruled out for offside from Ibu Adams. Carlisle then all up the other end straight away, almost made it 1-1, but an incredible save from Wildsmith denied that. So possession very equal. Carlisle, from what I've seen, every time I've looked up, it's been them on the ball. 7 shots, 2 on target. Derby, 5 shots, 2 on target, 1 goal. 4 corners, all to Carlisle. They are not giving up here. They're not going down without a fight. Although they are going down. Into Exeter versus Oxford. It is 2-0 to Oxford. Possession in that one is Exeter dominated that one. But 9 shots, 5 on target for Oxford. Exeter 3 shots, none on target. 4 corners in the game and 17 fouls in the first half. Wow. Mark Harris and Cameron Brannigan on the score sheet. Fleetwood versus Burton. Burton are riding their luck at the moment. Fleetwood going down in style. Fleetwood have had 7 shots, 5 on target, 1 corner. Burton have had 6 shots, none on target, 3 corners. So obviously they're trying, just cannot get that ball on target at the moment. Lincoln versus Portsmouth is a very nervy day. So wow, Lincoln have had no possession whatsoever. 1 shot on target all game. Portsmouth dominating possession. 5 shots, 1 on target though, really poor. 6 shots though for Lincoln, none on target. They just got to calm himself down for the second half. Got to calm himself down. Peterborough versus Bolton. 2 early goals inside 8 minutes for Bolton. Means it looks like they will be hoping Carlisle can slip up now. Carlisle can beat Derby to make them slip up. Peterborough dominating possession, but Bolton 7 shots, 3 on target, 2 goals. Peterborough 2 shots, 1 on target, 5 corners in that game, 18 fouls. Port Vale versus Cambridge. Cambridge, all they need is a point, and they are getting that at the moment. Gary Monk's men, 32% possession, 5 shots, 1 on target, 1 corner, 12 fouls, 17 fouls in that first half. Port Vale, 2 shots, 2 on target. Everyone else needs to take tips off Port Vale. 2 corners as well. Reading versus Blackpool. Killer blow from Reading there on Blackpool's hopes of getting the top 6 today on the final day. Reading, 8 shots, 1 on target. Wow. Not good. Not good. 2 corners, 4 fouls. Blackpool, 2 shots, 2 on target. That's not good enough for them. 1 goal as well from Dembele. Shrewsbury versus Leyton Orient, 2-0 to the visitors. And they've had 4 shots, 2 on target, 2 goals. Clinical. That's what you call clinical. As for Shrewsbury, 4 shots, only 1 on target in that game. Stevenage versus Cheltenham. It's in Cheltenham's hands. They really should be winning this one. But against a strong side in Stevenage, let's be honest. Cheltenham have had more possession. 11 shots, only 2 on target. 9 of their shots have gone off target. Not good enough there. 7 corners as well. And as for Stevenage, of course, they took the lead from the penalty spot. 5 shots, 3 on targets, 3 corners in that one. I think we've only got 2 left to go. We've got Wigan versus Bristol Rovers. A beach ball game. McGuinness with a goal in that one. Bristol Rovers, 4 shots, none on target. Wigan, 7 shots, 4 on target. 5 corners in that game as well. And finally, Wickham 1-0 up against Nathan Jones and his Charlton Athletic side. Leahy's penalty separates the sides early doors. 4 shots for Charlton, none on target. 3 shots for Wickham, 1 on target, which was their penalty goal. Unreal. Unreal. So, of course, we've seen it on the other screen. But on this one, as it stands, promotion will be confirmed for Derby County. The playoffs would look like that. Bolton versus Oxford over 2 legs. Not easy. Not easy for either side, really. Peterborough versus Barnsley as well. It seems like these 2 sides have been in that order all season long. Barnsley in 5th, Peterborough in 4th. And it looks like it's going to end that way as well. Peterborough guaranteed to finish 4th no matter what happens this afternoon. Of course, they are 2-0 down to Bolton at the moment. And Barnsley winning at the moment, but only by a slim lead as well. At the bottom, well, towards the playoffs now then, with Blackpool drawing 76 points, so not even level on points anymore. Just wanting to see. And Lincoln 8th there. Down at the bottom, Charlton 44 points. Cheltenham 44 points, 46 and 13, they'll be fine. And of course Cambridge, as it stands at their point, they move up a place. They could even get up to 17th, but their goal difference is awful. But in the playoffs, of course, Blackpool drawing, so they, even if they win, surely that hasn't updated. That kind of updated. Weren't they on 74 going into it? Maybe. We'll have to check that. We'll have to check it. Right. It's time for the halftime quiz. I'm going to have to change the screen quickly, the camera. I don't know why it always does this. I do apologise, but there we go. Fingers crossed it can change quickly, nice and smooth, and we can have a halftime quiz here. So this is not about League One halftime quiz. It's about just random quiz. Got it from the shop. And I've got a lot of chats to read. 26 legends in here. Listen to me waffle on at half time. Is the webcam going to get back? 2 seconds, guys. I do apologise. I don't know why it's playing up on the biggest of streams. Is that going to be good? Come on, please work. Technical issues. Ada says Lincoln 2, Portsmouth 1 today. Big prediction, and welcome all to Goals Glove. This is the first time you have seen my face on your screen. Be sure to stick around by subscribing and drop a like on the stream. Cam says, can we still make playoffs, bro? Who do you support, Callum? Let me know your team. Aaron says Lincoln staying in League One, Pompey winning coming. Yengi to school, says Aaron. Oh, wow. I think Blackpool will get autos next season, says Footy Lads. Love a quiz. Right, if I can get the cards out, that'd be awesome. We've got football quiz. No cheating, guys. No research in the answers. I'll give you 30 seconds to answer. How long is the delay? From when I've said this, I'll count in my head from now. And I'll wait for someone to say okay. How on earth do I get these out? Oh, there we go. How long's the delay? Seems to be quite a long time. Right, football quiz time, people. Football quiz time. How long should I give you? 30 seconds to answer. I'll wait to see a few guesses in the chat at least. I'll just wait. So first question, that's it. Let's start off really simple. 16 seconds. Right, okay. I'll give you 30 seconds to get an answer then, bit of time to think. So first question, we're going to start really easy. What number did David Beckham wear whilst at Manchester United? Everyone get your chats in, and if you enjoy the halftime entertainment, smash like and subscribe. We've got 30 seconds for the halftime quiz. These are just general knowledge questions, so let us know. Well, not really general knowledge, just random football questions about everything really. Not specific to League One, but we'll do it for about 5 more minutes and until the start of the second half. So WDM 10's a 7. Footy Lad's gone 7 as well. Jembo's gone 7. I'll let everyone else get their first answers in. Footy Lad's also gone 7. Everyone's gone 7, of course. The correct answer, you guys know, number 7 was David Beckham's number at Manchester United. Right, next card. Alright, this one's actually, when I first read this one, I had no idea. So second question, which former English striker famously never received a yellow card? I had no idea on this one. So I'll repeat the question twice. Which former England striker famously never received a yellow card? It's probably one of the trickiest questions in the pack. At the moment. So no one's guessing yet. Maybe there's a bit of a delay, but no one seems to know at the moment. Do let us know. Footy Lad's gone with Gary Lineker. Okay, Luke one's also gone Lineker. Anyone else got any thoughts on the halftime quiz? Hellfop was also on Gary Lineker. Everyone's on Gary Lineker. The correct answer indeed is Gary Lineker. Jembo getting that as well. Footy Lover went Crouch. Don't know how to say it. That's fair enough. Right, okay. Yeah, majority of people getting that right. I love Hull City Lovers' guess of Peter Crouch. Awesome. Right, moving on to the next one. Who should we go for? Okay, which Chelsea player was the victim of Luis Suarez's infamous bite in 2013? So I'll repeat it again. Which Chelsea player was the victim of Luis Suarez's infamous bite in 2013? Do be sure to let us know. I got this one. Wasn't too much thinking, but of course, an older player. That's 11 years ago now. 11 years ago. That is crazy to think. 11 years ago. You don't get this halftime content anywhere else, people, do you? You do not get this halftime content anywhere else. I must say, Bolton have had a bit of a mare in this second half of the season. Unlucky thoughts. Yeah, well, while we get people to get the thoughts in for that question, completely agree, Aaron. I was expecting them to finish in the top 2 this season, but of course, not being as consistent as needed to. They slipped up a few days ago, didn't they? Footy Lad doesn't know. Hellfop was going to Ivanovic. I was barely alive, says Hull City Lover. Jembo's going to Ivanovic. Aspilaqueta, says Hull City Lover. Lukon's gone to Ivanovic. WDM 10's gone to Ivanovic. The guy who played for West Brom a couple of years ago. Not too sure on that one, but it is. Branislav Ivanovic is the correct answer. Right, that was too easy. The next one. Right, I didn't get this one. I really should have. What does FIFA stand for? What does FIFA stand for? So I actually had no idea. So it's a really tough one, this one. I had no idea. No Googling, people. Don't cheat. You know, you're just cheating yourself if you are on Google right now, searching up the answers. There's no need to do it. Legend, Aaron. Legend. As is everyone in the stream at the moment. 24 legends here at halftime. Thank you so much for joining. Really do appreciate the support. As the second half is about to get underway in League One, we'll get probably two more questions in. I got my FIFA cards in FIFA 21. Don't WDM 10's gone Federation of International Football Associations. Funny lads gone corruption. That should be your correct answer, that one. FA, the game or FIFA? No, FIFA. What does FIFA stand for? Hull City Lovers on. No, that is a really tricky question, but WDM 10 got it bang on. Federation International de Football Association is what it says on the card. So yeah, you got it right there. You got it right. I think Aaron might be a little bit behind in the stream because I think he's on the David Beckham question now. I think Aaron might be a little bit far behind on the stream. We'll do 2 more questions. The second half is just kicking off, but this is we did start this one a little bit a bit late. We'll go. Which was the first sponsor? Well, so I'll start again. Which was the first organisation to sponsor the Premier League? And for this one as well, I'd like the year they sponsored it from and until. So it makes it a bit harder because I feel the answer's really obvious, but the year as well isn't. Oh, we should change that as well to second half because it's not the first half anymore, is it? Second half. In League One on the final day, people. Second half. There we go. Yeah, Aaron's a little bit behind. Aaron, if you get to this point, make sure that when you move the line at the bottom across the red line, make sure it's to live because I think you might be a bit behind in the stream. Goal Liverpool. Liverpool have scored. Right, let's get back to this then. We'll do 1-0, 2-0 Wigan as well. God, we've barely started the second half. Goals flying in. Coca-Cola 1977, Barclay 1995 to 2013. Coca-Cola as well. Not seen the right answer so far. Not seen the right answer. Andy Robertson with a goal in that one. It is 2-0 Wigan. The goal scorer in that one has been... Who scored it? Who scored it? I'll let you know now. Don't know, wasn't even born. So it was Carling from 1993 to 2001. It was Carling. For anyone that... I thought that was quite obvious that it was Carling, but Jembo got it there. It's just a year that was quite tricky in that one. But it was indeed Carling. Maybe a pretty tricky question, that one then. Always good to know. But Johnny Smith with a goal for Wigan to make it 2-0 in that one. But nothing really riding on that game there. We'll do one more question then, people. Okay, one I think... Would you get this one? We'll go for not... Okay, we'll go this one. We'll go this one. Everyone should get this one. I presume. 2-1 Bolton. Peterborough scored. Peterborough have scored. They have indeed. Wow. Last question after this. But Peterborough, they're looking to make a comeback against Bolton. Well, it was Bolton with 2 early goals in the first half. Second half, it looks to be Peterborough with Malik Mothersile. Malik Mothersile with the goal there for Peterborough. Right, final question is then, guys, which company has manufactured the footballs for the FIFA World Cup since 1970? 3-0 Leyton Orient. That's the final question. Maybe after the stream we'll get a few more questions in. Damn, I was tripping. No worries. Great fun, guys. Great fun. And the last question, let me know your thoughts on that one. I think everyone should get that one, to be honest. But of course, if you're new to football, you know, it's not like a must-have question. Adidas. And the goal for Leyton Orient. Ajay gets his second of the afternoon. Yeah, it is Adidas, people. It is Adidas, of course. All you had to do for that one really is think about the last World Cup ball, I guess. So that was quite an easy one. We'll continue them. We'll continue them at full time because that's really good fun. And at half time in the stream tonight, if we don't have too much to talk about, but we're going to have a lot to talk about. So after this stream, we'll probably stay live until about 3 o'clock, I imagine. About 3 o'clock to round up all the action. But of course, second halves now have kicked off. So let's yeah, everyone got that one right. Everyone got that one right. So of course, if you enjoyed that halftime quiz, be sure to smash a like on the stream and subscribe. Right, let's see how many likes we're on. We always go for 20 likes, but we've got 22 legends in here. How many likes are we on? I'll quickly check. That was fun. Yeah, we'll have to do it. We'll have to keep on doing it then. I'll keep on doing it. We are on 15 likes. If you've not dropped a like on the stream, please do. Please do. Smash that like. Like that. I'll do it more often then, people. We'll do it more often. 100% then. 100%. We'll have to keep up with the quizzes. I've got quite a few quizzes around my room, to be honest. So even if we finish that one before the end of the season, during the Euro streams, I'll have to get a Euro quiz. I'll have to get a Euro quiz. So yeah, 100%. We'll be doing a lot more quizzes if you guys enjoy them, and hopefully you did enjoy that. Full time we'll get a few more done. Can we get a quick shout out to the Western Sydney Wanderers, who may or may not make an A-League finals depending on the results tomorrow? Yeah, big shout out then to Western Sydney Wanderers. Big shout out to them. Huge game tomorrow then. Huge game. I'll have to keep an eye on that one. Thanks for letting us know about that. WDM10. I'll be back in 30 minutes. I'm just going to get something to eat. No worries, Jembo. Absolute legend, as are all of you in here this afternoon. And no more goals to update you about in League 1 at the moment. The goals, of course, remain on the side of the screen and the table this side, where it's live updating. So if you, there's nowhere else. There's nowhere else for anyone to go. Which is what I'm trying to say. It's time for a water break. Time for a water break. Cheers, lad. No worries, mate. No worries at all. If anyone wants anything shouting out, I was going to say, if you have a birthday, I'll do birthday shouts, but then a lot of people, especially like Mark Goldbridge's streams, they always try to take advantage and get him to say something rude, so yeah, nah. But that one seemed legit. Great quiz, absolutely. Come on, Blackpool. Yeah, they need to pick it up in the second half, don't they? They need to pick it up in the second half. Right, so, goal updates to tell you about. None at the moment, but the score lines to tell you about. Barnsley 1, Northampton 0. As it stands, it'll be enough for Barnsley to confirm their spot in the League 1 playoffs. Derby 1, Carlisle 0. The game we are watching on the TV. It is 1-0 Derby, which will be enough, of course, as long as they don't lose this afternoon. It will be enough to secure their promotion to the Championship. But Carlisle have been the better side, dare I say it, in that game, as we're watching on. Exeter versus Oxford. That is 2-0 Oxford. As it stands, they are going to finish in the playoffs so long as Lincoln do not beat Portsmouth, as it stands. So Oxford there. Fleetwood beating Burton 2-0. Fleetwood, of course, going down, relegated already. However, Burton, they're riding their luck, because if Cheltenham win, as it stands, Burton would be in the relegation zone and going down. But, of course, Cheltenham are losing 1-0 to Stevenage away there. Lincoln 0, Portsmouth 0, as we mentioned. Portsmouth already promoted to the Championship, and Lincoln are it's in their hands. If they win, they're in the playoffs. Peterborough 1, Bolton 2. That game is very interesting because Carlisle beat Derby somehow, and Bolton will be in second place. But of course, it's very unlikely to happen. But it still could. It's still a possibility. Port Vale 0, Cambridge 0. Port Vale will be relegated. Officially confirmed a few weeks ago now to League 2 for next season, but they're holding Cambridge to a draw, which would be enough for Cambridge to stay up in League 1 for next season. Reading 1, Blackpool 1. Blackpool have to win and hope other results go their way. As it stands, drawing is not enough to get them in the top 6 this season. They have to beat Reading. And Cheltenham have scored! Cheltenham have scored! Huge goal! We were just talking about Burton. Very lucky to still be level and losing. And Stephen is playing a huge part in it. But Cheltenham have scored here. In the second half, a goal for Matt Taylor. And Exeter have got them back. It's still all to play for. Exeter have scored against Oxford. It's not over for Blackpool. The playoffs are still on. Wow, wow, wow. It's all happening. It is all happening, people. So Matt Taylor with a goal for Cheltenham. Huge goal. They need another. They have to get another. And Ali has scored for Exeter to make it 2-1 now. Wow, wow, wow. The table to the side of me will be updating as we speak. That is huge. That is huge for... well, that doesn't affect the table yet, but it could do soon. It could do very soon. That's not good for Oxford's promotion hopes on the goal difference. And Blackpool down to 8th now as well. Lincoln down to in 7th, only 2 points off Oxford. But if Oxford lose, of course, Blackpool will win. Then they'll go in the playoffs. But as it stands, if the results stay the same, as long as Oxford lose, Lincoln then will go into the playoffs. So much to talk about. Let's finish round up the scores then. Shrewsbury 0, Leyton Orient 3, game of beach ball, and Leyton Orient finishing in the top half of League One. Lincoln missed a penalty. Lincoln have missed a penalty at home to Portsmouth. The pressure got to them. They're showing the highlights here. Lincoln have missed a penalty. Mandrieu. Wow, what a chance for Lincoln. A missed opportunity. A huge missed opportunity from 12 yards against Portsmouth. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Massive. Stevenage 1, Cheltenham 1, as we say. And then the rest of Beach Ball. Wigan 2 up against Bristol Rovers. Wycombe 1, Charlton 0. Lincoln at the pen saved. Yeah. Lincoln just missed the penalty. Incredible. Incredible. Goals are coming in now. Goals galore for you. Goals galore. Absolutely incredible stuff. Lincoln, that is a huge opportunity that goes begging for the hosts in that one. Mandiru from 12 yards, failing to capitalise against Portsmouth. That is a huge talking point in League One at the moment. That is absolutely massive. 26 legends in here. Thank you all for joining. If anyone's not subscribed to Goals Galore, be sure to drop a like on the stream as well if you're enjoying the final day of League One. And the drama it's bringing is incredible. Derby still winning against Carlisle 1-0, the game I've got on the TV. But these results, what's happening in every game is unbelievable. Unbelievable. In the Premier League, if you're interested, it is 1-1 between West Ham and Liverpool. But these are bigger games going on right now. These are the bigger games going on right now, which is awesome to see. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Funny lad saying it in the chat. WDM 10. Who do you support, mate? You probably might have said, I do apologise, but just remind me. Penalty missed by Lincoln. Big missed opportunity. Big missed opportunity. Exeter, what are you doing? Who do you support, WDM 10? Oxford? Potentially Oxford? But wow, that is crazy. That is crazy. I did say at halftime we're going to have a look at the playoff dates, but I've completely forgot about that. Luckily, I did have them down. Let me have a look. You're an Oxford fan. Right, okay. Right. So you will not want Dexter to put it around there. Okay. Oh, wow. Right, so I've got all the watchalongs planned. So the playoffs are Friday. 6th place will play 3rd, 8 o'clock for the first leg. It's either that or Luton Everton. Which one I'm going to pick? Obviously the playoffs on Friday. We'll be live then on Saturday. Is it? Yes, Saturday. Derby make it 2-0. I should have seen Derby make it 2-0. And is that Collins? It is Collins. He's made it 2-0. They're going up to the Championship. For all Carlisle's pressure, Derby withstand it. And as it stands, they're going to be promoted. Not the goal that Bolton fans wanted to see. They wanted one for the away side, but they're failing to do so. And Derby are on the verge of return to the Championship. Collins with the goal. It's an experienced side, and they're hoping to see this one out in style. 2-0 up now at home to Carlisle United. Big goal that for Derby County. Big goal. And back to the playoff streams. We've got James Collins, by the way, just scored if you're late joining. So Friday the 3rd of May, it's 6th versus 3rd in the first leg. Saturday, that's at 8 o'clock. Then Saturday the 4th, 7:45 kickoff for 5th versus 4th in the playoffs in League One. Then nothing on the Sunday. League 2 playoff starts on the Monday. And then Tuesday the 7th is League 1 third versus 2nd leg. Get my numbers mixed up here. League 1 4th versus 5th second leg on Wednesday. So a lot of streams to come in the next week with the end of this weekend, and of course next midweek as well. A lot of games to come, guys. We'll be covering all of them here on the channel, all of them. But what a goal that is for Derby. Derby back up. Well, Lurkon, you must be wanting to go down sort of now to play Derby again. Well, of course, after all that's happened with their club, I have to say they do deserve it. They really shouldn't have come down from the Championship in the first place. It didn't seem right when they got relegated. But they've conquered League One. As it stands, they are 40 minutes away from a return officially to the Championship. Carlisle have given them an incredible game this afternoon. An incredible game. Awesome to see. Awesome to see. But it's not been enough to defeat Paul Wayne's men. So as it stands in the table, that doesn't change anything. Doesn't change anything. As it stands, Derby would only be 3 points off Portsmouth. So imagine if there was a 47 game season or something like that. Derby could have had a chance to win the league. But of course, we're doing it for some maybes there. Scousers don't do that. If you know, you know. But as it stands, Lincoln will be outside the playoff places by 2 points. All they need is a win. They've still got a +4 better goal difference than Oxford. And Barnsley winning still means that they're keeping their place in the playoffs as well. We are in the second half of these games. We've played around an hour now in all of them. In all of the games. Incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. So let me know your thoughts on them goals then. Let me know your thoughts on the goals. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. League One is failing to disappoint you. The Derby fans in the crowd are loving life. They are loving life. Fair play to them. But they were bouncing after the Max Bird first goal. They're bouncing again after the second from James Collins. I'm going to have to look for a matchday vlog tonight on this. It's going to be awesome. So a lot of content to bring you on the channel in the coming days. We're live tonight at 8 o'clock for Hull City versus Ipswich Town. And tomorrow, shall I be here, then we'll do the North London Derby and Forest versus Man City tomorrow, which is 2 huge games. And then on to Monday, Leicester, the first game they'll play after being promoted. Tuesday, day off. Wednesday, I don't think there's any football on Wednesday. Moving on to next week, and then Friday's another big game. And next Saturday, there'll be no watch-along like this for the Championship. I am at the Swans game for Swansea versus Millwall on the final day. So you'll actually get a matchday vlog on the channel for that one. Which, of course, hopefully you will enjoy. Liverpool are 2-1 up in their game against West Ham. Thank you for the goal update there. They've turned it around away at London Stadium. Who scored it? I'll find out for you now. I like Hull and Ipswich. Yeah, going to be a big game tonight. Big game. Interesting as well. Just checking the goal scorer for this one. So, if you're late joining the stream, to that side of me are all the goals. Own goal from Ogbonna. They're all the scoreline updates as they happen. And this side is the table. Live updating as it stands. Own goal by Ogbonna. Wow. Well, there's so many flags in the home end here at Pride Park. So many. Everyone's let me know it's an own goal. Cheers, legends. Derby looking for a third, and that's a free kick against them. Wow. There's not much to say other than wow. This final day. The final day never ever disappoints, but final day of League 2 after this. I could do a watch along for that, but I probably wouldn't have enough time to plan it. I probably would have to start right now planning it. Get everything set up. Last night it took me about 4 hours to do. 4 or 5 hours, which may seem crazy, but to get the design on paper and then to actually execute it, make sure everything was working, that's why it took so long. So hopefully you guys all like the screen, and so I won't be doing it for League. Oh, we've got a goal. We got a goal. Goals take priority. It's 2-2. Peterborough have levelled the score. Bolton were 2-0 up 8 minutes in, and Peterborough now 2-2. There's not much significance to the goal in terms of the standings of the table. But Joel Randall makes it 2-2 for Peterborough. Big goal, which of course means even if Carlisle United were to turn this one around, Bolton wouldn't be able to take advantage of Derby's slipping up. But of course it's not happening yet. Not happening yet. Big goal there. I can't remember what I was talking about now before that. I cannot remember. Oh, Derby almost made it. Derby almost made it 3. Derby almost made it 3. 25 minutes to go. 24 legends in here. Thank you all very much for your support on this stream. Much appreciated. And we'll wait for the next goal. What was I talking about before? What was I talking about? I cannot remember. The next stream I'll do like this is the next here in Lincoln, says Paul. Next stream I'll do like this in a style like this, with the same format. Will be the final day of the Premier League season on Sunday the 19th of May. We will be live for that one. All the games kick off at 4 o'clock. So if you've enjoyed this sort of style, with all the live updates of the table and the games, then we'll be doing that again for the final day of the Premier League, where hopefully there's still a lot to play for come that time. In a few weeks. The only reason Bolton haven't got autos is because they haven't been constant enough. Absolutely, and I think that's real credit to Portsmouth and to Derby. I really do, because look at the consistency they've had. It has been what Portsmouth have been missing. So let's go. Barnsley 1-0, Oxford 2-1, Fleetwood 2-0, Lincoln 0-0. Peterborough 2-2, Port Vale 0-0, Reading 1-1, Shrewsbury losing to Leighton 3-0, Leighton Orient 3-0, Stevenage 1, Cheltenham 1, Wigan 2-0 and Wycombe 1-0. Phew, God. I tried to read all them out without sneezing. Just about beat the sneeze there. So we've played 3 quarters of the final day of the games. The last quarter of the season. Will we have any more big results? Will we have another shock? Will there be another goal to completely turn what we've seen for so long now on its head? Of course, the table, although we've had quite a few goals, it hasn't really changed much in terms of team swapping places. Lincoln, they've only got 23 minutes to get a goal against Portsmouth if they want to get into the playoffs. It would be so harsh for them not to. It would be so harsh for them. Welcome in, Rion. We've got a goal. We've got a goal. As soon as Rion joins us, Reading 2-1. Reading 2-1 against Blackpool. And if it wasn't over with Blackpool conceding, then it could be now. Reading 2-1. All but confirms that Blackpool will not be making it to the playoffs unless something incredible happens and another fixture goes their way. They are falling apart at the last hurdle. And Nibs with the goal. Harvey Nibs on 68 minutes there. What a huge goal that is. Blackpool looks like it won't be a good ending for them to the season. It looked like all they had to do was win against Reading, which on paper seemed easy, and all they needed was either 2 of Lincoln, Oxford and Barnsley to slip up. Lincoln are slipping up at the moment, but so are Blackpool, which doesn't matter on any of the other results. Incredible stuff. 28 of you in here. If you're enjoying the stream, smash that like button and subscribe. Completely free. Let me check how many likes we're on as this game takes a break in play. Incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. As we reach 2 o'clock here on the final day with 20 minutes to go. We'll probably stay live until about 3 o'clock to sum up everything that has happened in this bizarre League One season. We've on 20 likes. Absolute legends. 20 likes. Really do appreciate it. Thank you all so much for your incredible support this evening. This afternoon. God, sneezing's gone straight to my head. Sneezing has gone straight to my head. 20 minutes to go here on the final day of the League One campaign. So, at the moment, Bolton will play Oxford over 2 legs, and it will be Peterborough versus Barnsley over 2 legs. It feels like them two sides have been in 4th and 5th for all season, and it looks like they're going to end in that order as well. But of course, Barnsley only 1-0 up against Northampton. All it takes is one mistake there from Barnsley to slip up. And of course, Derby 2-0 up against Carlisle. They're fine. Of course, all it takes as well is for Oxford one slip up there against Exeter for them to slip up as well. Reading 3-1. Barnsley, Blackpool have blown it. Blackpool have blown it. Blackpool have blown it. 3-1 to Reading. Blackpool were 1-0 up 4 minutes in. Are you sure 3-1? It is. Femi Aziz. Femi Aziz ruining Blackpool's hopes of finishing in the top 6 this season. They were 1-0 up 4 minutes in, but since then they have completely collapsed. I had my money on it would be in Oxford to collapse against Exeter, but I was wrong. But I was right about something, and that was that one of these teams would completely collapse. Blackpool now 73 points, 8th place. They are 4 points off the playoffs. That won't be enough, of course. What are Blackpool doing? I have no idea. Looking at the stats, 15 shots for Reading, 2 big chances, 1 big chance missed. Blackpool have only had 5 shots all game, and 2 of them have been on target. Blackpool, I don't know, but they're the masters of their own downfall here. The masters of their own downfall, which is not great to see there. In the head-to-heads against Reading previously, Blackpool have won 5 of the previous 13. Blackpool won 6, Reading won 5, 2 draws in there. Looks like Reading are about to equal that one up on that record. Wow. But Blackpool, what are they doing indeed? Missing a huge chance. Because, you know, all it takes is one slip up from either Oxford or Barnsley now. All it takes is one slip up, and Lincoln are only drawing. You know, there's got only 1 goal in every game, apart from the Blackpool game now, with 18 minutes to go, plus added on time. It's not favouring Blackpool. It really isn't. And I'm surprised Sky haven't shown any of the goals. But fair play to Reading, has to be said. Tricky season for them all year. But in the end, they look like they will be finishing. They'll obviously be finishing in League One next season, but of course finishing on strong, finishing high, and hopefully next season we can see Reading push for the playoffs, because you're a big club, and I do feel quite sorry for Reading fans, to be honest. So at the moment, Reading will be 16th on 53 points. Blackpool have to do a Blackburn versus Millwall on the final day of the Championship last season when they 3-1. To an extent, 4-3. Yeah, we've got another goal. Another goal. I agree for you, lad. They have to do it. Shrewsbury get one back. Shrewsbury get one back against Leyton Orient in one of the Beach Ball games of the season. Who's the scorer of that one? Adoa with the goal there. Daniel Adoa with the goal there for Shrewsbury. Which doesn't really have too many implications as they try mount to come back against Leyton Orient in that game. In the game that I'm currently watching on the TV, it's Derby 2, Carlisle United 0. I'm here really for the celebrations at full time, because everywhere else, Cheltenham of course failing to beat Stevenage as it stands would mean that of course Cheltenham would remain relegated and remain in the relegation zone. So they remain as it stands, going down to League 2 next season. Of course, Carlisle on the ball in this one as we wait for the next goal. Shrewsbury have pulled them back absolutely, but yeah, Blackpool have it all to do. They have it all to do. They really have to just throw everything at it now, Neil Critchley's men. And I thought multiple times this season they were going to finish inside the playoffs. You know, they've got Carl Joseph in that squad. Dembele's been a star in the Blackpool side this season. A bit of experience in there as well. You know, they've not got a bad squad, but of course they've just not been able to turn it around in the end, have they? Which is really disappointing to see from Blackpool. And they were 1-0 up in this game. It's just completely destroyed it themselves. I'll have to watch the highlights tonight. EFL, is it EFL on Quest? No, it's not. It's ITV now, isn't it? Completely forgot. I'm still in last season's mode. 2-2 West Ham. What a thrilling game at London Stadium. What a thrilling game at the London Stadium that is. So 2-2. Antonio with the goal. Right, okay. Okie dokie. Big goal, that one. Into the last 15 minutes of the final day. Into the last 15 minutes on the final day of this League One campaign. Every side's been through a roller coaster ride. But as we go to the end, it looks like it will be Oxford and Barnsley, teams to keep their nerve and finish inside the playoffs. Well, it also looks like it will be Derby sealing the job themselves. And it looks like, as it stands, of course, Burton Albion, despite losing away to Fleetwood, it looks like they will be safe, and Cambridge drawing, which is all they need to do to stay up in this one as well. And Cheltenham, as it stands, drawing away at Alamix, but one goal would change absolutely everything. And it's mad to think that football comes down to this. Absolutely wild to think that. Covalent chat, how you doing? Hey, sorry, I have been watching yesterday. Today I'm at Norwich. No worries, mate. Absolute legend. We got a goal. 3-2 Peterborough. Imagine if this had something on it, because all it does really is Derby are up. Absolutely, they are. Derby are going up. But all this does now is 84, 5, 6. Will Peterborough overtake? We'll wait for the table to update. Will Peterborough overtake Bolton? Will they? Potentially. Peterborough might go third, yeah? No. Goal difference. There's 5 goals in it. There are 5 goals in that game between Bolton and Peterborough to stop Peterborough overtaking Bolton. But a huge goal in that game. The goal scorer for you all is Mothersile. That's probably not how you say it. Mothersile. He's on the score sheet there. Jembo's back, absolute legend. Thank you all very much for joining. As always, if you're enjoying the stream, no, because of the goal difference. Yeah, I didn't look at that one. I did not look at that when initially thinking about it. That is incredible. Incredible. The final day is not disappointing. And Bolton 2-0 up. This is massive for the playoffs. Momentum helps so much going into the playoffs. But to be 2-0 up, bottle that 3-2 against a side you could play in the playoff final. Wow. Of course, Barnsley made the playoff final last season under Michael Duff. We've got another goal. It's 3-0 Fleetwood. They're going down in absolute style. Burton must be really frustrated, because all Cheltenham need is a goal. Surely Cheltenham know that. All they need is a goal. It's Stevenage at the moment who'll be denying Cheltenham Town safety. Can you imagine Burton losing 3-0 on the final day and still staying up? Kuflan, that's probably not how you say it. Kuflan. I've not said that right, but he has scored the third here for Fleetwood. 3-0 up. Incredible stuff. Incredible stuff on the final day. Fleetwood winning 3-0. Won't be enough to keep them up though. Will not be enough. 10 men to Liverpool versus West Ham. Wow, what a final day. What a stream this has been so far. And still so long to go. Well, we're into the last 10 minutes in some games. Well done, Fleetwood. Absolutely. Wild. This is incredible final day content. Incredible. Derby still winning 2-0. They'll be going up to the Championship with Portsmouth, and then the playoff streams, we're going to find out who's going to go up. As it stands, it'll be one of Bolton, Peterborough, Barnsley and Oxford. One of them will be going up, but a Lincoln goal can knock everything out of that. Can knock Oxford out of that. A Northampton goal can knock Barnsley out of the playoffs, I'm pretty sure. So many if buts and maybes. So many. I'm actually surprised how there's been no goals in the Lincoln versus Portsmouth game. Bolton 3-3. What a game. What a game! Bolton 3-3. They were 2-0 up, 3-2 down. Now it's 3-3. They're going to be doing the Blackburn versus Millwall of last season. The goal scorer for Bolton is Jerome. Surely that's not Cameron Jerome. Surely. Is that actually Cameron Jerome? Or maybe really stupid. It is Cameron Jerome. He's 37 years old, scoring away at Peterborough. Wild. Go on, lad. Go on. Incredible stuff. Incredible. What a game that is. A 6-goal thriller on the final day. And both sides will be in the playoffs for this season. And you'd probably say it looks like both of them will be going to the playoff final. 3-3. Cameron Jerome with a goal. Unbelievable. I thought he retired ages ago. But no, 37-year-old Cameron Jerome with the goal in that one, which has huge, for their confidence going into the playoffs. They have to go in on a bit of form. And recently, if we have a look at the League One form book, who's the sides on form going into the playoffs? So the sides in the playoffs at the moment, Bolton, in the last 5 games, they haven't lost any. 2 draws in there though, 3 wins. Peterborough, in the last 5 games, 3 wins, 2 defeats. As for Barnsley, 1 draw, 4 defeats in the last 5. That is not great for them. Oxford, 3 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw in there as well. So, wow. At full time, we continue in the quiz. Yes, mate, we will be continuing the quiz at full time after we round up all the action. What I missed from Nunes in the Premier League game. But 28 legends in here. If you've got any questions about anything going on the final day, let me know in the chat. And if you enjoy League One, then of course drop a like on the stream and subscribe, completely free to do, and helps us out so much. It's been such a entertaining stream where so many things have changed so quickly. In this one, another goal. Portsmouth have scored. The champions already crowned. They are 1-0 up here against Lincoln, who have missed the penalty earlier on in the game. But Portsmouth are taking advantage of it and will break hearts at Lincoln. That is huge for Oxford as well. It's a huge goal. Pert Harris with the goal for Portsmouth. Lincoln staring defeat in the eyes. And that was absolute heartbreak. They went into the game today knowing that all they had to do was win. It was in their own hands. All they had to do was win. But missing a penalty as well. Let's see if we can quickly find a stream for that one to quickly find the goal. Let's have a look. Let's see. Pert Harris with the goal. Yeah, we got it. Let's have a look at the goal. We'll watch the final stages of this game then, probably. Pert Harris out to the right. Lincoln. Oh, there's no organisation there defensively from them. And slotted in. Oh, that's a tough one to take. But huge for Oxford. Huge for Barnsley, you'd probably have to say, although it is in their own hands. Blackpool doesn't matter for them now. Wow. Lincoln will get playoffs next season to final and lose 2-1. When was Oxford the championship? I don't know, mate. No idea. You're asking when I'm in a time of my head's everywhere. My head's everywhere. Football can always be cruel, absolutely, but there's still 9 minutes left. There's still 9 minutes left in the game. Still a while to go at Lincoln. You know, they've got to just throw everything at it now. They missed that penalty, which could be a huge turning point in their season on the final day. Host will go down, says Lucan, just from scoring a goal. He's fuming. But wow. This is awesome. Awesome stuff. We're in the final 10 minutes of the final day of the League One season. And what does that mean? It means that Lincoln now have to score 2 goals in the final 10 minutes. Well, there's 7 minutes left, plus added on time to confirm their promotion. The place in the playoffs. God, I'm talking way too fast. Zohab, how you doing, legend? How are you doing? Thank you for joining the stream. Absolute legend. Still Derby 2-0 up against Carlisle. Thoughts on Leicester going up, mate? Awesome. awesome. Good stuff for them, and excited to see how they do in the Premier League next season. I genuinely don't think they'll go straight back down. I think they have a chance of staying up. So, at Derby, they've played 84. We're into the final stages of the League One campaign. It's been an absolute rollercoaster ride. And it's going to end with goals defining margins. You know, Barnsley 1, Northampton 0. If Northampton score a goal there, Barnsley, they won't be out of the playoffs because Lincoln are losing and Blackpool are losing. So it looks destined to be Oxford and Barnsley in the playoffs. It looks destined for that outcome as it stands. But Lincoln are going to throw everything at it now. They're going to have to. Leicester finish 15th in Prem next season. They rebuild again. Enzo Maresca is a great manager as well. Great manager. We'll talk about more about that on Monday with the Preston stream. Liverpool West Ham still 2-2. Awesome game that one. But still not beating any of the games in League One, where the only goalless draw on the final day, 4 minutes from time, is Port Vale versus Cambridge. So, going into the final stages, what does every side need? Derby need nothing. Barnsley need nothing. Oxford need to keep on winning. Burton needs to turn it around, because otherwise, if Cheltenham get one goal in the final 4 minutes, they will be safe. All it is Cheltenham need one goal to stay up. Blackpool need 3 goals, and still that won't even be enough as it stands. Cambridge just need to hold on to a draw. But it won't even matter because Burton would go down instead. They're losing 3-0. Oxford just need to carry on winning. So as it stands, the only big if is that Cheltenham need one goal. That's the biggest thing I'd say right now going on, is that Cheltenham need a goal. One goal will decide Cheltenham's league they're in next season. It's in their own hands. You know, I can't see Burton in the final 4 minutes of the game plus added time scoring 4 goals, or even 3 for that matter. 2000-2001 season, Oxford was in the Championship. Sheffield United could get relegated today, could they? Oh wow, okay, I didn't know that one. I knew it was soon, but I didn't think it was today. Will there be any more goals in the final moments here? Want to see Swansea back in the league? Yes. Want to see Swans back in the Prem? Absolutely. Next season, we're winning it all. Trust me. We're winning it all. 1 minute. Right. We are into the final moments here of League One. Of an incredible season. I've got the Derby game back on. I'm ready to see these full-time celebrations at Pride Park. Probably a pitch invasion. Definitely a pitch invasion, you'd have to say. Time is running out. The Swans lineup's announced, but I'm too fixated on this. On the final day scores. Give me freedom. Give me fire. Give me 12-13. Swansea City, or I retire. That was an awesome season. Winning the Capital One Cup as well. Awesome. Swans finish first next season. Footy lad knows. That is incredible ball knowledge. Incredible. Derby looking for a third year. It's gone away. This is awesome stuff. So, will we have anything else to talk about? Have we seen all the drama League One's going to give us this season? Is there still another twist in the tail? Let me know in the live chat. What do you think? Are we still going to have drama in stoppage time at the end of any of these games? Or will it be confirmed? Carlisle almost got a consolation goal. Almost. It took a huge deflection, that one. I think Cheltenham are going to score. I got a feeling Cheltenham will score and Burton Albion will go down on the final day. It'll be a 94th minute Cheltenham goal. I'm calling it right now. If you have any gut feelings, let me know in the chat. Get your gut feelings in now. I feel it'll end 3-3 between Peterborough and Bolton as well. It looks like Barnsley and Oxford will get the playoffs now. I think Lincoln, even if they get a point, they've left it too late. 88 minutes played in that one. I'm going to keep updating everything. Unreal this. And Derby are making another change. Pool 1 ready to celebrate promotion to the Premier League. To Premier League, they wish. To the Championship. Time for another water break. Time for another water break. Incredible stuff. As a Derby players down a moment. We haven't got a goal. Oh, we have! Stevenage have scored against Cheltenham to break Cheltenham's hearts and to relegate Cheltenham. Wow. Well, they pulled it back on 53 minutes. I really have jinxed it, haven't I? I really have jinxed it. What have I just done? What have I just done? Cheltenham Town will be relegated. Stevenage 2, Cheltenham 1. What have I just done? What have I just done? That is awful of me to say. I don't even know who scored. I've completely jinxed that. That's so... I don't know. There's 4 minutes to go here, valid on time. The players, the fans in here at Pride Park are literally by the pitch. Stewards aren't doing a great job here. You have jinxed it. I really have. I don't know how. How have I got the power to do that? I think it was Hemmings again. No, it was Nick Freeman to relegate Cheltenham at the Lamex. Wow. What have I just done here? I think Swansea going to playoffs next season and win the final 2-2, 6-5 on pens. I'd love to go to Wembley. I'd love to go to Wembley. Next time Swansea going to Wembley, I'm going there even if it's COVID again. I'm going. That really was a pain last time. Really was a pain. Otherwise, I 100% would have gone. So, Pride Park is about to erupt when the celebrations just 3 minutes away now at Pride Park for Derby's promotion back to the Championship. And as it stands, everything else is going to stay the same. We're going to have no late playoff drama, are we? A goal. Blackpool get one back. They're fighting. Surely, this could be, if Blackpool win this somehow, and there's a late goal between Barnsley and Northampton or Exeter Oxford, this could be an incredible last few moments. Surely not. Can Blackpool do it? 3-2. They've just scored. Jordan Lawrence Gabriel with the goal there for Blackpool. They're still in it. Even if it was Cardiff, absolutely. I'd love to go to the playoffs. And if you're saying we're going to win, that's huge. So 3-2. Blackpool go up the other end straight away again. They have to. They have to go all out for it now. Surely not for Blackpool. Surely not. Can you imagine the scenes in that away end? Swansea did it away at Reading, behind closed doors in that COVID season. We did the unthinkable. Derby have been promoted. The pitch invasion here is awesome. It's a recreation of the Portsmouth final day. Derby are promoted back to the Championship. Full time at Pride Park, full time at Peterborough. That one's ended 3-3. The final day of the League One season is coming to a close in the final stages. We are almost there, people. Still some drama to go. But Derby are in the Championship again. Congratulations, Derby County. They're joining Portsmouth in the Championship. Blackpool, all my eyes are on them. All my eyes are on Barnsley, Exeter game as well against Oxford, and Reading Blackpool right now. Derby are promoted back to the Championship. Wigan, their season's over against Bristol Rovers. They've won 2-0 there. Full times around the grounds. Everywhere you look. Everywhere you look. 2-2 full time at West Ham. That game's done as well. I'm in tears, says Jembo. It's going to be the playoffs of Bolton, which we will be live streaming on here the channel. Still some drama to go. Still some final whistles to go around the ground. It's not all over yet. It is at Shrewsbury. They've lost 3-1 to Leyton Orient. Both sides will be in League One next season, though. It's not a decisive game. Any other full times to come? Any second. Any second. Port Vale 0, Cambridge 0. Cambridge have survived on the final day. They needed a point. In the end, of course, Cheltenham couldn't take advantage. So that one's over. Cambridge have done it. They've got a point. Away at Port Vale. Port Vale will be relegated to League 2 for next season. Well, Northampton have just scored. Huge goal. Huge goal. Northampton have just scored. A massive goal. Massive goal. It will keep Barnsley in the playoffs for now. Or will it? If Oh my god, we could be witnessing something incredible. Blackpool or Lincoln to turn it around now. Oh my words. Oh my words. Northampton have scored. 96th minute at Oakwell. Lewis Apire. That could be to break hearts. Can Blackpool somehow do the unthinkable? There's moments to go. For them, though, it just looks like Reading are still attacking. It's not good news for Blackpool right now. What would need to happen? Blackpool have to win. A point wouldn't do it. They have to get 2 goals. Lincoln would have to get 2 goals as well. It looks very unlikely. Barnsley, though, but this is huge for the playoffs. As it stands, Oxford are going to 5th. They play Peterborough over 2 legs, and Barnsley play Bolton over 2 legs. This is huge. This is huge stuff going on right now. Any other full times to update you about? We're still playing at Oakwell. We're still playing at Exeter. Stevenage 2, Cheltenham 1 means that Cheltenham are relegated. Wycombe 1, Charlton 0 full time. Let Blackpool score, Red. I know. Let Blackpool score 2. Wow. This is absolutely awesome. So Cheltenham, though, are relegated. They take up the final relegation spot in League 1. It's now or never for Lincoln or Blackpool. Have they heard the news? Well, it was all in Blackpool's hands. They could have done it. They really could have done it. But they're falling at the last hurdle here. It's finished at Oakwell. Barnsley 1, Northampton 1. Barnsley will have to wait to see if they're going to finish in the playoffs. They're still playing at Lincoln. They're still playing at Reading. This is incredible. Both sides would need 2 goals in quick succession. Crazier things have happened. It's the final day here in League 1. It's all finished at Barnsley. And it's all finished at the Madejski. Reading 3, Blackpool 2. A full-time score. Blackpool were 1-0 up. They completely bottled it. They realised at the end they had a huge chance. Now all eyes on Lincoln. They got to score 2 goals against Portsmouth in the final moments here. Surely not. Unless Exeter can score. If Exeter score, that'd be 75. It still won't be enough. There has to be 2 goals. It's not just 1 goal, it's 2 goals we're needing for anything now to change. Blackpool will be in League 1 next season. As it stands with Lincoln, we're about to see a full time. There's only 3 games left to go. Fleetwood against Burton, Exeter versus Oxford, Lincoln versus Portsmouth. Burton, although they're losing 3-0 away to Fleetwood, they will be surviving the drop. They'll be in League 1 next season. Exeter will be in League 1 next season. Lincoln want to join Portsmouth in the Championship. Oxford trying to join them in there as well. Barnsley dropping points on the final day. We are still playing in each of them 3 games. Can I quickly find a stream for one of them? Going to quickly see if I can get one of the games on, people. Quickly see. Which one do I go for? Got to be Lincoln. Got to be the Lincoln game. Where's Lincoln? Lincoln Portsmouth. Let's see if we can watch the final stages in that one. They are still playing. How long was added on? 11 minutes was added on. We've still got 4 minutes to play at Lincoln. But it's Portsmouth trying to go forward. This is incredible stuff, people. This is incredible. We are still playing. 5th is mad. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. You'll play Peterborough over 2 legs as it stands. We are still playing. At Lincoln versus Portsmouth. It's 1-0 Portsmouth, and surely the Lincoln fans know that with Barnsley dropping points, all they need to do, Lincoln, is win. They knew it from the start. They missed the penalty just after half time, which as it stands will cost them a place in the playoffs. They've had an incredible season. They've come out from nowhere at the end to try and get a playoff space. The stream's a bit laggy because it's not Sky. This is awesome. Awesome stuff, but we need 2 goals and fast. But it's their servers. There's nothing wrong with the stream, it's their servers. That is completely paused, typically. So, we're still playing at Exeter. We're still playing at Fleetwood. We're still playing at Lincoln. There's about 3 minutes now to go at Lincoln, I presume. Fleetwood, how long was it added on there? No, not too sure. It's full time at Exeter. They've lost to Oxford, and Oxford will be in the playoffs because, of course, it's full time at Blackpool. Only Barnsley now can slip out. Oxford will finish 5th. Unless Lincoln can turn this around. A Lincoln win would see them finish 5th. They're still playing. Still at Highbury as well. Still at Fleetwood. They're still playing here. They're 3-0 up though. So the game everyone's got eyes on at the moment is Lincoln Portsmouth, where Lincoln trail 1-0. It's not meant to be. Oxford are officially confirmed as in the playoffs. They have officially done the job. We'll recap everything in a second, but we've played 100 minutes. There's a minute to go. It looks very unlikely now that Lincoln will get anything. A good season, but in the end coming up just short of a place in the playoffs. They'll have to go again next season. There's still a little bit of time to go, but Lincoln with a goal kick. Just watching the FUTMob animation here. They go long, and Portsmouth are trying to end the season in style, and it is just Portsmouth coming forward again. Oh, it's 2-0. Portsmouth 2-0. That's it. That is all done. Paddy Lane with a goal. It's all over. It's all over for Lincoln. The dream of finishing in the top 6 was in their own hands. They missed the penalty just after half time. And now Portsmouth have made it 2-0. It's over. The dream is over. They had to score 2. Now they'd have to score 3. It's basically impossible now. Portsmouth going up as champions in style and denying Lincoln a place in the playoffs. It's all over. It is all over. They'll finish in 7th place. Unbelievable stuff on the final day. Well, we do not finish with the same playoff teams that we started the day with. We started with Barnsley in 5th, Lincoln in 6th, Oxford in 7th and Blackpool in 8th. We are finishing the day with Oxford in 5th, Barnsley in 6th, Lincoln in 7th and Blackpool in 8th. And it is full time at Fleetwood. They're going down in style to League 2, where I expect them to bounce back next season. 43 points in the end, 3 points off Burton Albion and Cheltenham. Fleetwood were doing them a favour, but Cheltenham couldn't take advantage. So the bottom 4 remains as it was at the start of the day. Sorry, Lincoln. Play up Pompey, says Carl. Hello, pal. Pompey win. Cherry on top, says Kevin. Absolutely, mate. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Absolute legends, all of you. Welcome to the stream. If any of you are new to Goals Galore, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe. Completely free to do. The final day of League One has not disappointed one bit. And all we're waiting now is for the full-time whistle at Lincoln. And there it is. League One's over. League One season comes to a close. The curtain has officially been shut. This is how it ends. Portsmouth going up in absolute style. Fireburn wake up to the playoffs. I cannot wait. Wow. Wow, it's over. Ref was a joke in the Lincoln game. Alright, okay. I didn't know about that one. Well done to Derby. Yep, they are promoted as well. I'll have to quickly do a video, but it's time to change this from second half to full time. League One is over. An incredible season. Started in August, finished in April, and the playoffs now to look forward to for 4 sides. Heartbreak for Blackpool and Lincoln on the final day. Heartbreak for Cheltenham on the final day, who have been relegated. An absolute delight for Burton Albion. Despite losing 3-0 on the final day, they are going to survive just about with the skin of their teeth. So, going down from League 1 to League 2, we've got Carlisle finishing rock bottom, who really did give an incredible game to Derby today, and somehow didn't score. In finishing 23rd, Port Vale, they just drew 0-0 with Cambridge. They go down on 41 points. Fleetwood, despite winning on the final day, will be going down in 22nd on 43 points. Cheltenham, all they had to do was win and they would have got over the line. But they will be in League 2 next season. 44 points not enough after 46 games. As for Burton, despite losing 3-0 to Fleetwood, they survive because Cheltenham couldn't beat Stevenage away at the Lamex. They survive on 46 points, just about by the skin of their teeth. 19th, Shrewsbury, 48 points. They were never in any danger of getting relegated today, but now it makes it look a bit closer than it was. They lost 3-1 to Leyton Orient. Cambridge finished 18th under Gary Monk on 48 points. 53 points is Reading after their final day win against Blackpool. Charlton also on 53. Bristol Rovers finished 15th on 57. Northampton get a point on the final day away at Oakwell to finish on 60 points. Exeter finished in the bottom half just about 13th on 61 points. Midway through then we've got Wigan finishing 12th on 62 points. Then Leyton Orient, who won 3-1 as we mentioned, on the final day they'll finish 11th on 65 points. 10th place Wycombe Wanderers finished their season on 65 points as well. Moving up to 9th, Stevenage. They won on the final day to relegate Cheltenham Town, and Stevenage finished on 71 points, 5 points overall off the playoff spots. In 8th, Blackpool, and this is where it gets interesting, really interesting. 8th place Blackpool lost on the final day. They were 1-0 up 4 minutes in. They threw it away and they scored the final goal of the game to lose 3-2. Was enough in the end. They had to win, and if they did win, they would have finished in the playoffs. You couldn't write it. You could not write it. Reading denying Blackpool of a playoff spot, and Stevenage denying Cheltenham of safety. Lincoln lost 2-0 in the end to Portsmouth to break their hearts. It was in their hands going into the final day, but the defeat to the league champions means they will be in League 1 next season. 74 points, not enough. Moving into the top 6 then, Barnsley got a draw on the final day. They started the afternoon in 5th. They'll end it in 6th on 76 points. A draw at Oakwell on the final day at home to Northampton, enough to seal themselves a playoff spot. 5th place Oxford United win on the final day away at Exeter, and of course seal themselves a place in the playoffs on 77 points. And they'll play over 2 legs 4th place Peterborough, who incredible game against, of course, Bolton on the final day, 3-3 in that one. Incredible. Peterborough 84 points, and they'll play Oxford over 2 legs, of course. In 3rd, Bolton couldn't win, and neither could Carlisle against Derby, so it doesn't matter in the end for them. So Bolton end the season 87 points. In 3rd place, they'll play Barnsley over 2 legs. In the playoffs, we'll have all the playoff streams covered on the channel, guys, so make sure you are subscribed with notifications on, so you do not miss a live stream. All the action will be covered here on Goals Galore. And the top 2 then, Portsmouth, we've known they've been champions now for a week and a little bit. They'll win the league on 97 points and promoted to the championship. And finally, Derby County joined them after a win today on the final day at home to Carlisle. Pitch invasion as well. The 2-0 win to top all things off. They were promoted 92 points, 5 points over Bolton in third. They make it look a lot easier than it actually was. Let's catch up with the chat. Derby were too big to be in the third tier. Absolutely. League One ain't completely over as the playoffs are to come. Absolutely true as well. I'm a head off. Great fun on the stream. Have a good one, lads. Cheers, mate. Really do appreciate it. And if you guys are free later, I'd love to see you all on the stream for Hull versus Ipswich at 8 o'clock. It's going to be a thrilling game in the Championship. At least Pompey won't have to play Chelsea next season. It tends to be our bogey team. Okay, Kevin. Good information on that one as well. And yeah, great for you guys. It's away days to Swansea next season. Cannot wait for that. Cannot wait. Carabao Cup, FA Cup. Don't quite know what you're trying to say there, Jembo. Do let me know. Good point, but in the Championship anyway, we won't have to. Are we going to do the quiz? We are, mate. We are going to do the quiz. Do not worry about that. Probably stay live for another 20 minutes till 3 o'clock. So a quiz incoming, people. Let me just catch up with all the chat. Are we going to do the... Yes, but we will face Plymouth and Sunderland. Sick of facing them. Right, okay. It's time for a quiz. We did one at half time, and if you guys fancy staying along for the end of this one now, bit of a quiz. So I'll give you 30 seconds in the chat to get your answers in. They're just general football questions, nothing related to League One or anything like that. So hopefully you all enjoy. So start off with an easy one now. What shirt number did Thierry Henry wear when playing for Arsenal? I imagine many people should get this one. So, what shirt number did Thierry Henry wear when playing for Arsenal? Do let us know in the chat, guys. It's quiz time at the end of a League One season. The only way really to calm the nerves for everyone. And what a stream it's been. What an afternoon it's been as well. Incredible. So if you're joining in with a quiz, be sure to let us know your answers in the live chat as well. So first question in there. Kevin went 14. We'll wait for a few more answers. See if anyone thinks any different. Footy Lad's gone 14 also. Going to see if there's any different answers. I'm pretty sure it says Footy Lad. Just wait to see if there's any more answers. I want to make this as inclusive as possible, of course. Absolute legends, all of you. As I'm quickly while I'm waiting for the answers, I'm quickly looking at the Swans lineup. Tidy lineup. Tidy lineup. Happy with that. Jembo's gone 14 as well. Yep, it is. You're all spot on. 14. So everyone's on 1 point at the moment. Right. When did England first qualify at the World Cup? Bit of a harder question, this one. But I'd imagine, I'm pretty sure all of the viewers in the chat right now are English. So I'm not English myself actually, but probably a few people knew. Oh, I can't get my words out. You probably knew that. I'm a Swans fan and do a lot of Wales content on the channel. But yeah, when did England first qualify at the World Cup? So we're looking for a year for this one. I'll give you a clue. It starts with 19. Not giving anything away. And also, please don't be using Google or anything. Just have a guess. It's part of the fun. If you're using Google, it does sort of spoil the fun a little bit for yourselves as well, to be honest. Jembo's gone 1950. Anyone else have any other guesses? Be sure to get them in the chat. Kevin's gone 1930. So already different answers. 1964 says Footy Lad. You're the only three that commented for the first question, so I'll take it. It's only you guys doing it for this one. Footy Lads also said 1962. The actual answer is 1950. So Jembo, bang on with that one. So England first qualified for the World Cup in 1950. So fun fact for you guys on that one. Next cards, we're going to go with... I don't think anyone's getting that one. No chance. No one's getting that one. Okay, we'll do this one. Fair play. Yeah, great knowledge, that one. Great knowledge. What was the last major game played in England before football was suspended in March 2020? So we're looking for a European Champions League game. So what was the last major game to be played in England before football was suspended in March 2020? It was a European Champions League game. It was a Champions League game. So any guesses for that one? I know it's rolling back the years, so if no one's got this one, should I give you a clue? This is really tough. But should I give you a clue of where the teams are from? Well, it was in England. Game played in England. Yeah, game was played in England, so that gives you a clue. It was a Champions League game, and the home side was in England. And it was before March 2020, of course. So, looking around the 16 stage. Clue. So the home side is English. The away side is Spanish. I was going to say yes. It's a bit tricky just to guess off that, isn't it? So the home side's English. The away side's Spanish. So Champions League as well. Clue. Everyone wants a clue. Yeah, I guess it was a little bit difficult, that one, to be honest. I had no idea when I first got asked that question. It's very tricky. Very tricky. Footy Lad's gone Liverpool's the English side. Okay. And Chelsea versus Barca, says Jembo. So we'll wait for a few more guesses to go in. So an English side versus a Spanish side. Man City versus Barcelona, just a guess. Right, okay, I think everyone's had a guess there. Wait for Footy Lads. No, Footy Lads put one in. Who else are we waiting for? Jembo's put one in. Everyone's put one in. Man City versus Real Madrid. The actual answer is Liverpool versus Atletico Madrid. So, yeah, I'm a bit cruel on that one, aren't I? Getting you to get that one. But, yeah, Liverpool versus Atletico Madrid was the last Champions League game to be played in England before football was suspended in March 2020. Fun fact. But, yeah, that's really tricky, wasn't it? Really tricky. Are you guys going to get that one? Probably not. Okay, you maybe get this one. Twin brothers Rafael and Fabio both played for which Premier League club? So, twin brothers Rafael and Fabio both played for which Premier League club? No one got it. Yeah, it was really tricky. I was really cruel on that one. When was that? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll keep going for another 15 minutes, guys, until we reach 3 hours on the stream. So we're on 2 hours 45 now. So another 15 minutes. We'll round up the content. So another 10 minutes of the quiz, and then 5 minutes at the end to round up all of League One at the end, of course. If we go for that long. Not sure about this one. I'll give you a clue. It's one of the top 6 clubs in the Premier League. It's a top 6 club, so it's not one that's just got relegated or anything. They're in there every year. So if anyone new is joining in, we're doing a quiz at the moment. The question is: twin brothers Rafael and Fabio both played for which Premier League club? And the clue is it's a top 6 club in the Premier League. There's your clue. So one of the top 6. I'm not including like the changed top 6 that people say now, the old-fashioned one. It's Manchester United. I know, since Raphael. Okay, Jembo. Yeah, you got that one spot on, mate. Spot on, Manchester United. I think everyone else has given up on that one, to be honest. Right, let's go for one that isn't as hard. I've given you 2 really tricky ones there. Right, we've got a true or false. Go for Man United 2. Since what Eli did, spot on there. Spot on. Right, true or false now. True or false. David Beckham took ballet lessons during his time at Manchester United in order to improve his agility. True or false? To be fair, these questions on the card are actually quite decent. So the question there was, anyone late joining? We're doing a quiz. The question is now, true or false? David Beckham took ballet lessons during his time at Manchester United in order to improve his agility. True or false? Not giving anything away here. Not giving anything away. Must be some delay on the stream until you guys actually get to watch it. Probably about 20 seconds, I'd imagine, and then for you guys to get time to think about the answer as well. True. I'm just guessing. Okay, I'll wait for a few more. Paul's gone true. Jembo's going false. Okay, so we've got two sides of it. Anyone else wanna put a guess in? I'll give it another 10 seconds. Right, we'll go with it. The answer is false. Yeah, one of those that really does get you thinking, doesn't it? It really does get you thinking. So, Jembo got that one right in the quiz. And decent guesses from Footy Lad and Paul. But yeah, it was actually false. And quite one that really does trick with your brain, doesn't it? Right. Okay, next one. This is interesting. So, if anyone's new joining, we're doing a little quiz, a football quiz, so be sure to join in the chat. Neymar, next question. Neymar's transfer from Barcelona to PSG in August 27... Oh, let's start again. Can't speak. Neymar's transfer from Barcelona to PSG in August 2017 attracted the all-time highest fee in football history. How much was it in euros? So how much was the transfer fee in euros for Neymar to PSG in August 2017? How much was it in euros? Probably won't ask for the exact answer this time. We'll probably just go with, you know, the closest person to it on this one. Closest person to it. But we need the answer in euros, because I'm not a coin converter to pounds. No idea. No idea what that is. We'll wait for a few people to get their guesses in. Jembo reckons it was 222 million euros exactly. Very specific, that one. Anyone else gonna have a guess? Footy Lad has no idea. Just chuck a random number out there, mate. Chuck a random number out there. I'll have to get my other football quiz cards out, which are in the drawer. I have to get them out as well. Right, I think we'll skip past this one. It was in fact 222 million euros from Neymar to PSG in August 2017. Right. Okay, this it's hard again, but it's not impossible to get. 222, 223. Jembo got that right as well. 190 million. This is Footy Lad. It was very close, to be fair. Very close. Not far off. Not far off. Right, we'll do probably one more and then we'll round up the stream. So, who scored the first goal of the Can't speak. Who scored the first goal of the 2020/21 Premier League season? I'll give you a clue because it's really difficult. It was an Arsenal player. It was an Arsenal player. So, who scored the first goal of the 2020/21 Premier League season? And it was an Arsenal player. So we've got an Arsenal player in 2020/21. So that would have been around when Unai Emery was manager, I'd imagine. Possibly. It must have been. Must have been. And I think after that that'll be the last question, people, and then we'll round up the stream. I'll go watch the Swans play against Norwich. Welcome in, Miles. How you doing? How are you doing, Miles? Cameron Ogilvie. Welcome in, Miles. How are you doing, mate? How are you doing? I think everyone's given up on this question. Everyone's given up on the quiz question. We are doing a quiz in case anyone's wondering while we're waiting for. If you're late joining, the final question of the quiz is: who scored the first goal of the 2020-21 Premier League season? It was an Arsenal player. If you do want to join in. Miles has gone with Cameron Ogilvie. Yeah, he's given up. Right, okay. It was Alexandre Lacazette for that one. In that one. I'm good. Connor, by the way. You've had me there again. I knew it was Connor. You've had me there. You've had me there. Right, let's sum up then. The final day of League One. It's been insane. Insane end to League One. We had a lot of drama. So I think the first goal that went in was for, I think was the first goal was Bolton's goal, and then Blackpool scored straight after that, which was crazy stuff. But then all of a sudden, Herbie Kane scored for Barnsley. That one went 1-0 for so long. Derby got an early goal as well in their game. Early goals all round, really, if I'm thinking about it. It wasn't too much. I was saying I was going to round it up, and I can't even round it up myself because I need to lie down after this because I have no idea what's just happened. I have no idea. All I know is that going up to the Championship next season is going to be Portsmouth and Derby, and going down to League 2 is going to be Carlisle, Port Vale, Fleetwood, and Cheltenham. And the playoffs, we're going to be doing a live watch along for each and every playoff stream in League 1, of course. So we've got Bolton versus Barnsley over 2 legs. Which, okay, so we actually know the dates now. Welcome in, Nexus Ghost. Footy Lads is brilliant stream, absolute legend. Thank you for the kind words. Glad you all enjoyed. If you have, smash a like and subscribe, legends. Really do appreciate it. So, this Friday, 8 o'clock stream, we'll be live for Barnsley hosting Bolton. Okay, so this Friday is Barnsley versus Bolton in the playoffs. Wasn't that last season's playoff semi-final? I'm pretty sure that was a playoff semi-final last season. Barnsley won it, didn't they? Okay, I think that's a repeat. So Barnsley versus Bolton this upcoming Friday the 3rd of May, 8 o'clock will be live for that one. And then the other playoff game is the Saturday 8:15 kickoff for Oxford hosting Peterborough. Wow. And then we'll go to the second legs then are Tuesday the 7th of May, where it will be Bolton hosting Barnsley, and then Wednesday the 8th at 8 o'clock. These ones are 8 o'clock as well, guys. We'll have Peterborough hosting Oxford. Be live for all of them. Awesome stuff, people. Or he did, bro. Absolute legend. I've enjoyed the stream. I have to go now. We'll probably tune into the Ipswich game. Absolute legends. Right, so anyone left in here, thank you so much for staying this long. Really do appreciate your support on the stream. See you in a bit, footy lad. Thank you so much for your support this afternoon. Really do appreciate it. Right, it's time to have a look at the final day of League 2. So much can happen there. I'm not live for it. I'm going to go chill out, watch final score, have a look at all the outcomes in the games, and I'll be back later at 8 o'clock for the Hull versus Ipswich stream. Start about 5 to 8, so hopefully all of you legends in that one. On the final day in this one, it ends with Derby sealing promotion, Barnsley hanging on to the playoff spot, Lincoln falling out, Blackpool not being able to capitalise on Barnsley's mistake, and of course Barnsley slipping in there with Oxford in the end. Cheltenham relegated as well. I think that's all. I'm off for a little break. I'll see you all at 8 o'clock. Thank you all for your incredible support of the stream. If you enjoyed, smash a like and subscribe I'll see you in a bit, guys. Take care. Good.